The podcast, Say It With Your Bloodclart Chest, contains discussions on sensitive topics. The views expressed by the participants are their own and may not reflect the opinions of others. Please be aware that the content provided is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered professional advice. Listener discretion is advised, as the discussions may include explicit language and challenging subject matters. The host, guests, and production team are not responsible for any discomfort or offence caused. We encourage open-mindedness while engaging with the content. Thank you for listening, and we hope you find value in the show.
Yo, you better not be recording this.
Song, yeah? No comment. No comment. No comment. Right here. It's an honor to have you lot on the show. As you can see, man, we got the team, man. Yo, we got the team. We got Fangol. We got Dialect. Because you didn't know his name. He's a dude. He's a dude. He's a dude. Nah, I just wanted to jump in and make you feel bad. It's cool, man. Well, I do this every episode. You know what? I built up to that. That's why I said Fangol. And I let you for that. Because I knew. Nah, come on, man. Yo, it's been vibes though, man. It's good energy. I'm an energy man, so it's always good to chill for a little bit before the cameras start rolling so you can sense people out. And you kind of know where to go with the podcast from there, innit? You can kind of see how crazy people are. Not looking at nobody. Looking at nobody.
No limit to the craziness.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes it is good to get used to the environment before things get started. You know what I mean? That's why people arrive to shows early. You want to get the atmosphere, all that stuff there. So it's one of them. But yo, we're on it. And as I said, oh, sorry, I got to let you lot know. I can already tell you. Well, I've got to let you lot know. Yo, listen. This is Say It With Your Chest. Say It With Your Bloodclart Chest.
Oh, okay.
You see the thing
Some
there?
of us wear merch.
Look.
Some of us wear merch.
I wore it last time.
It's not just saying your chest, it is really
Say with your bloodclart chest.
Say it with your bloodclart chest, yeah.
No Mickey Mouse thing.
And I know you lot are big business. You lot watch our little podcast here, but we want
Not look up my podcast, better your little podcast. Big thing.
But we're growing, and we've got a little thing here where whenever I go, this is. Yeah. And then I'll take it from there. And
this is Say It With You. And then
these lot know, but we got it. So this is Say It With You.
No. You didn't say that. No. You didn't say it like that. It's how you told them.
But you know, and you did the mistake too.
New programming. You told you changed the rules.
They was following you with anything.
I'm allowed by the
he knows.
I'm allowed by the citizen. If you change the rules, I go with the rules.
That's the first time you've done that. All right. So I go, this is, and then Say It With You.
Say it with you, and then chest.
Yeah. This is Say It With You.
Come on.
Bloodclart chest.
Yo.
As I said, we've got him here. Take it.
Yeah, it's been an honor, man. Do you know, like, where do I start? Dialect, friend of the show. No Dialect from one day. I've all worked with Dialect in the call centre, like 2018. I didn't even realise it was funny. Because I knew him as an MC, and he's an MC boy. No disrespect that. He's an MC boy. He said that. Yeah, my man's cold, lights up and dance. But I didn't know nothing. And then we went work one day, you just started tearing into him. But, yo, you look old, man. What's up with you?
No, I'm a bit of a character, but
you are.
Maybe sometimes it's quite different to what Dialect can be. I know to my right and get deep, but apart from that, I must have I've just got some issues, man.
You a lunatic?
Yeah, a bit loony, but we'll call it ADHD. But
yeah. On the spectrum.
Yeah, I'm on the spectrum
me too.
Somewhere,
Me
that's
too.
why I'm one of the English writers, but you know what I mean? One of the English, bro.
I think you've got to be special, like, not to lickle off your thing, but I'd say I'm special, bro. I'm different in it. Like, I'm not like everyone else. I feel like I'm different, and I think you have to be to be you, man. Like, nobody don't want everybody to be the same and plain Jane is dead, man. So yeah, we've got Big Dialect, friend of the show. We've got Big Hunter. I don't know if you lot know him, but you better get to know. Big Hunter, he's going to tell you a little bit more about himself.
Yeah, my man was offended when I didn't know him, you know. Yo, he's going to hold me to that, you know. He's going to hold me.
Little history, you get me? So, started doing grime back in 2001. Was in one of the best crews in Birmingham that was on Silk City radio station for over 8 years. When there weren't social media, where boom, it was hoodies with your bloodclart crew name on your back.
Yeah.
To get known, you had to be on radio station.
Give them the crew name.
Code Red Crew, obviously.
Okay.
And literally, like boom,
So would you say your crew was one of the original crews in Birmingham for Grime?
I'm gonna say we pioneered a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and when I say we pioneered a lot, to get onto Silk City was hard work.
Okay, so you kind of brought down doors.
Was the radio station where I met Wiley and Dizzy.
Okay.
I've done sets with D Double.
Okay.
Like,
you listening, people?
It was that radio station there.
Okay.
That put you on with a lot of hard work, obviously, but it put you on.
Mac 10 with Nasty Crew back in the day when Kano was spitting Girls Meet Boys. Met them man there. Met Wiley a few times because he's been to the station a few times, and
In 2001, innit? I was in year 8 then. You know what I mean? I didn't even spit bars for it.
So what's the age?
Yeah, that was the veteran stage. You get me? Been doing it from before.
From what day, man?
So,
from what day, man? Manners on.
I've been doing music for a long time, and then I got hooked up with my brother there and this brother there, and we'll go more into that.
Okay. It's getting all silly in here. What you doing? You're mad. Yo, I'm fanning out. I'm throwing my hat. I'm fanning out. Yo, sorry, Dialect, but this is all mad.
I know I didn't put one.
I'm sick of hearing you. I've been hearing you since man had personal bags in the crutches with
but your personal bag has been a thing.
Trust me. Soon as Stan sent me the footage, you'll listen to nostalgia, man. You get me? Just nostalgia. That was it. But yeah, man. So where I was first exposed to you was Logan Sama, Skepta, and all them, man. There, big names, you know. And you've just come on, and I ain't seen no one from out of town come into their circle or come on a set with them and get that kind of response. That's me personally, blood. Like, even if I didn't meet you, I'd have said this to the man. Them like, yo, I ain't seen no one fuck it up with like, but to the point where Skepta drips, yo, brother, your time done now.
Yeah, it was that
your time done. Like, yo,
unexpected. Like, I couldn't have planned it, and like you said, I've never seen it like that for. Do you know what I mean?
Outside of that, like,
without knowing the boss, it's alright if you know the boss. D-Double comes on and goes,
everyone's
got because you've heard it so many
times.
Say it wasn't.
Yo, I could tell when I watched it because when I listened to it back then, I only had the audio. I didn't know what you looked like. So I only had the audio. So as soon as I'm looking at this, I'm like, well, as soon as it started, I heard the first one. I'm thinking, I know what this is. Yeah. So I know what this is. So as soon as it came on, I'm thinking, when you got that first wheel up, you wasn't expecting it, was you? No. You look shocked, but you handled it sick on the right. Right, it's my time.
You were ready. I wasn't ready. Like, if I could do that again now, I'd be like, calm. Like, I kept it so. Like,
so how did it happen then? Like, how did that moment come about then? How did you like? Because it looked like my man was shocked who was on it before, you know. It looked like he had a couple more.
I think he was about to carry it on. But me, because the vibes have got me to the point I'm hearing, you hear it in the headphones. It was like a walk, it's like a chi. So the 40 minutes, I'm a fan of the thing, hence Fangol. But I'm a fan of Grime and all the music. But it was like this man spitting that man, and the chi just kept going round, and the energy would just. And I was probably the one who loved everybody so much. There's probably people who had differences, or with me, I was just that energy with like every single man there was like one of my idols. That's how far I go.
The worst thing, not the worst thing. The good thing is you could tell. You could tell, but you handled the occasion so well because obviously, as we know, people choke. You know, people, but now you handled it well, and even how you handled the pull up, got into the next one. Like it was just, it was exciting to watch, and I could imagine being in that room. I would have loved being in that room, me. Not just for that, but for your moment, because that was a moment, and you can tell, man.
What happened after the wheel? Who come up to you and spoke to you? Did any of them come up to you and like, yo, can we get a tune and do it?
So this is how it went then. Bam, that's funny, like Logan, whose show it was, he was like, save, do all that. But my friend was Cameron. So he's the one who brought me there. That's what you were saying. How did I get there? Cameraman sketch.
Sketching it. Cameraman sketch.
So he was he
Okay.
didn't even used to talk to P Money. So that's when he linked back up with P Money, Blacks, and Little D.
Right.
And Desperado. So Desperado, I think, I'm right. No, after that set. So after that set, he used to come to Nottingham and like do other things with us and that. But he was used to say to me, Sketch, if he ever watches this, he will say, "Oh, P Money and Blacks, just little youngers on my ends, like not no one serious in my area or nothing, but they're doing well in the music business." That's how we used to say it about them. Innit? Like, they never asked me to come and record for them because they're getting shows. I might just do it and I might start getting paid for it. Do you get me? I was thinking, you on the streets, mate, you on the roads or whatever back then. Like, you ain't working a 9 to 5 or doing no kind of job. But he said that's what he wanted to do and get into. And he said, "I'm going to one of these man sets. Skepta's gonna be there. Jamo, do you want to come?" And I was like, "If I can spit." He's like, "I don't know if you can spit. I might be able to get you there." In fact, I was on the road so much. I think I said to him, "I'll give you a one-off." I was like, "I'll give you a one-off
if I can get on the mic."
Spit, you get me? And he was like, "Boy, give me the one-off and I'll get you into the room, but I can't guarantee you're going to get on the mic."
Which is
on his show, his thing,
I'd pay a winner to get in there.
Skepta's going to be in the room. I'm in the room and Skepta's there. That's how big I'm trying to make you see how it was to me back then. Now, no one ain't paying no one to be in the room with Skepta. I don't know if somebody else might, but as there's musicians coming up and that, you're not paying that anymore.
It's a different mindset.
And it was a different time.
Different times. He's not as relevant as he was then.
On the streets, I got a car full of man that we ride around every day doing street shit with. Like, we go London, we go. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had an uncle in Croydon, and P Money and Blacks were from Lewisham. It was all South London. Like, we just felt like we could drive anywhere.
When you're young in it, you're kind of more fearless as you're younger, man.
Food shop, I never forget. I had the fruit punch in the SBTV from the Fort and Eat food shop. We got soup, like rice and peas, everybody, how many different meals. Said don't eat too much so you don't overfood.
So you don't get that.
And then just literally went there with the vibes, and I don't know what happened. Like, literally, even after the first reload, second reload, I don't know. I just wanted to get the bar out. I just wanted to let me spit my 32 and then hopefully get another go on the mic.
Because I know a lot of people's interested to hear what the rest of that 32 is. I know I am. I was thinking about that later. Catch you with that later, you know. Catch you with that later. We can't bear mic man and not doing nothing. We can't bear mic man and not doing nothing. But why are you here, innit? Where was the shout out? What do you want, man? I know, man.
No, the main reason I shouted, is because of this brother. And I'm only joking. Like, my Hunter, he has been saying, right, for the promotion of Talk is Cheap, because it's something that I started before lockdown. Put on a few Grime clashes. I've had 2 successful events in terms of, people turned up. We got the footage, put it out on the channel. And, I've tried to, run it myself for a while. I had a team, but after lockdown, everything broke up. So then what happened is, I remember Fangol shouted me to get me on
Friday Freestyle.
Friday Freestyles. It was just doing a little thing. And I thought, shit, I was like, I'm not seeing Fangol for time. I was like, yes, man, but
seen he was still active. I thought, are you mad? Like, I'm thinking like the MCs outside of, London. The ones that don't get as much. The ones that are doing things, still active, and have made a name for himself away from London. Like, Dialect for me was one of the top picks. Like, I don't know how I shouted out, reached out to
something like Facebook or something.
What it was, probably was something like Facebook.
That's what I mean. I saw Fangol skate. I was like, all right. So I've hollered back, and it came up to Leeds. Linked up with me and Zen.
Zen back then, even Zen, he wasn't. Like,
he wasn't. I
don't think he'd done 10 game yet, done nothing on the channel. Even then, I thought this guy is good. I didn't expect him to do what he done.
So then, obviously, after we spoke, we got the freestyle done. I'm sure, like, I can't remember like how we got there, but we got to talking about doing another event. You get me? Just thinking, right, Talk is Cheap. He's seen what I've been doing, and it's like, like I want to be part of something like that. It sounds like a good idea. See what you think.
No, that's what it was. I think I was telling you about I wanted to do one. Do something, and you says, I've got one. I've been doing it. I was like, what? seeing what you'd figured, seeing the clashes you already put on, I said, it don't even make sense to me starting. When
you can always jump in.
And you're already doing one like a competition team or nothing like that. We just build the same.
Unity in it, man.
Yeah,
Makes
that's the
sense.
thing, and that's what it is. Where I'm thinking, oh well, someone like Fangol has had his experience in the game. He's got a name and reputation in himself, and he's also got a bag of ideas. But you get me? Because for a while I was just a bit unmotivated for a while. You know what I'm saying? But he's, you know what I mean? He was saying all these different things you could get this popping. So then we decided to put on an event. It was like last year in November, I think. Yeah. And like partway through that, we were working on it. We had a few clashes there. Partway through it, yeah, you have to. What is it? Serve some time again. You
Take a holiday.
Take a break. So at the time as well, I was thinking, oh, wow, well, it's like Fangol was kind of a big push for me in terms of I'm getting stressed out thinking, oh, I could do this thing, but I thought, nah, like talk is cheap anyway. Is something that I've always wanted to do. I need to be a pillar for this city. I need to put on events or whatever. So I pursued the thing, went through it. The event went all right, you know. And Freedom Mills let us use their venue. And straight away it was like, yeah, will I be back? You get me? So I was like, okay, got the videos out on the channel and then just left it for a bit. Months gone by, Fangol comes back out, you get me, blood, and then you know, he's like, yo, we need to get this popping. It was like, and I've also got another brother, Hunter, blood, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Thing, and I was like, all right, then let's see how this pops.
You know, I brought Hunter into it because I don't know if it was. I think I'd seen we needed more MCs.
Yeah.
We had MCs, but the levels wasn't
what you wanted for,
And I remember Hunter, I've been to a few sets with him, and I know he's active around very different MCs, and I asked him for a few, and he told me he's going to the pen game.
Yeah, I basically said, broski, you know what, my TikTok's kind of popping. I could probably get you Dandana, Dino, and a few pen game guys and XYZ. And he was like, fam, we might just have to bring you on board. Fam,
if you can supply this all the time round,
why not?
Year after year, like you're not just gonna have you getting as MCs and scouting as MCs.
Might as well part of the team.
Can I just intervene 1 sec? Do you know what I like about you lot that I've picked up? Yeah, is that it seems real. Like it doesn't seem like you see the parts of the story that I picked up on so far where people could have just like you could have done to him. Now he's got the good links. Boom, give me them links. Boom, Dialect, I got these links, let's build this and be greedy. Where it's like, nah, you've got a skill to bring to the table. Oh, come on then, let's build this family. That's what I'm gonna kind of look at this now as like a family because it's
that's down to
it's deep,
I can't remember what book it was or something I read. I don't know if it was about race or Freemasons or something, but it just said like the people that rule the world, they planned for 500 years span at a time. Whereas none of us are gonna live for 500 years. But just that way of thinking is why they control the world. Thinking about tomorrow, the next week, the thing. If you actually think, example, for it's not 500 but 10 years time, or however long time for something that can actually be built, it's like it's better that the link or everything is genuine, natural. When it's not take for take or nothing like that. Because that's what I see is what lasts longer in it.
It's true. It's true. A lot. Thingy always says it when I reason with him. Cash. He always says, "We live in a society now where it's like a microwave effect. Everyone wants to put something in and get something out straight away. Nobody wants to put something in and let that marinate, plant that seed and let it grow and keep watering. Even when you can't even see nothing coming out of the ground, you're watering, you're trusting the process. Like that's kind of how we need to get back to thinking to build things. If you want to build something, if you want to be an employee, then just think for today and live the microwave life. But if you want to be a boss, then
I'm on each one, teach one.
Yeah, I love that.
I've got a bit of history with 101 because my broski used to own that.
What's 101 for the people that don't know?
Big night. Used to be a big nightclub in Bro. Like bottle popping, all of that ahead of its time. So, because I was literally, that's Broski Foundation. I've got a bit of more knowledge about putting on events like getting the actual event out there, getting everybody engaged.
That's where.
And that's where his mind comes in. Like I think he's been a big boost in the promo side of things. You get me? Like you know what I mean? Ideas. You can tell that he's kind of been around that clubs surrounding that kind of event surrounding
Yeah,
where,
yeah,
you know what I mean, this is what you need to do to, you know,
To get
make
people
that
engaged.
work,
It does make a big difference,
the
man.
thing is that I've got the skill where my name's big enough that I can draw people in, but if you know, I'm not in everyone's inboxes, I'm not doing this and that. And at the same time, nothing's gonna happen if you don't make it happen.
Yeah. Talent's one thing, bro, but work ethic and dedication and determination, discipline is different, bro. That's what you see footballers on that back end. I don't know so much now that I really watch football, but when I was a youth, there would be footballers that weren't that great. But you know, them man used to turn up to every training session, go into trials when they're not invited, pushing them on the pitch. But then them man, they want it. Whereas you've got man in the hood who are mad talented, sick at what they do, but they just don't put in the effort. They don't want to turn up to training.
They don't have the hunger for that.
They want to go carnival or they want to go do this. I want to go do that. When it's time to sacrifice, they don't want to sacrifice, but want to reap the rewards. But that's another story, innit? So then, all right, then let's talk a little bit more about Talk is Cheap. We kind of spoke about obviously how you man linked up and what is Talk is Cheap for people that don't know, and what do you expect from a Talk is Cheap event? I've never been to one. I'm going on the 25th. Catch me there.
Halloween setting.
Boom, boom. Come on, girl, Jesse, look up.
So it's just the females, right? Just the females. Man can dress normal, yeah?
You don't have to. It's optional.
You don't have to. It's optional, right?
Optional.
Right.
Yeah.
You know how the ladies are.
If you want to press them.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
And it's a time to dress up.
Yeah.
Play dress up. Dress outrageous a bit. You know.
If you can pull like something on your tie or something, and you go,
We got the trick. I'm here to learn.
like that. It's even better.
Slap that on.
Just no, that's what that time. It's gonna be that event fun. Get them all fun.
Yo, think about coming as the mask, you know.
Yo,
the mask, you know. Yeah, man, I'm thinking the mask, you know.
I reckon we should all dress as Purge. Because that's some gloves and hoodie.
It's quite easy to change out of it,
You know what I mean? I definitely want to kind of, you know, I definitely want to show up and dress up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we don't need to do the Spider-Man or
No, that's long.
The Purge would.
I just did Batman once in a Clash, blood. You get me? Yeah.
Yo.
Clash.
Blood.
Oh, blood! What the hell would you think?
Batman, you know.
I've ever done, one of the worst choices I've ever made. Blood, I went to Nottingham, blood, yeah, on what Vandals thing. You get me? Clash Monday, blood, where I clashed Warrico, what that one? I clashed blood, unanimous. Batman versus Superman.
So what did my man dress up as Superman?
Yeah, mine was dressed as Superman. I was dressed as Batman, and my suit, was
tight. I mean, it was tight.
No, blood, it was massive. Blood.
Oh.
Like, I had the thing on it. I was like, what am I doing? Blood? I had some Batman bars, but that's when I realised never sell your soul for fucking money. Blood.
I'm gonna say you do know you can say no in it. Like you don't have to just.
Do you know what? The pay was nice.
Okay.
For Vandal as well, but I got for my man. He's like, I wanted to do this thing, you get me? And like, I hope no one ever finds that again. But
I've never seen it still.
I haven't seen it.
And I've watched. I thought I watched all you.
Hopefully the algorithm is pushing it. But you know, shit happens. But,
yeah. Yo, what's it called for the algorithm?
We need a clip like that.
No, the good thing you said it was too big, not too tight.
But getting back to the point of Talk is Cheap, I guess through all the experience I've had as a Clash MC and the respect I have in the game, I thought, right, well, I want to be able to still continue in that scene without me being on the forefront of clashing all the time.
Yeah.
I thought, right, well, you know, from doing workshops and just inspiring younger MCs and all kind of stuff there, I thought, I want to put on a platform for them. It started off just grime clashes in my head or on beat battles. So it could have been hip hop, whatever. But since these men have joined, it's kind of like we're looking to make it an event. There's actually planned performances.
Okay.
There's going to be food at the event. There's going to be comedy as well. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we're turning it into
one comedy act or few comedians?
One comedy act so far to open the night. And then from there, back away with the chairs, DJ playing, into the first performance, into the first clash. Also, big announcement, obviously, Nasty Boy. Yeah.
Serious. Baseline.
He is one comedian, but All of the man them are a little bit funny as well.
Yeah, definitely. And what's also, can people expect you lot to be on the mic as well and be hosting and and get a bit and get to get you lot's character?
Another big announcement, Keon's hosting as well.
Keon is hosting Keon Hill. You get me? He's been putting in a lot of work. Leeds resident, originally from Huddersfield. He's been probably one of the best hosts when it comes to going out overseas that I've been for all kind of things there.
That's a big statement when you sat next to big Sags, you know. Big old Keon, big old Keon, no car. No bias.
I've not known him from time, you get me? Like from when I was 16 or in college and that, there used to be some open mic at Carpe Diem in town, you get me? And like that's where I first met Keon and people like Technico and people like that. Years there, bro. But he's going to be coming out to support the team. And is
I've heard high things about this one. I've never met you yet, but I heard very good things about you, Keon, and I've heard you the man to get in with.
Man, serious, pointer, Keon.
I'm saying Keon. He's from the same city as.
Yeah.
Nice to just pay my dues and respect because I've heard he's one of the main ones with events and that. I ain't heard of him before.
I've heard of him.
It's like, let me try and,
Nah, that's a big move, man. So, but you've been reached out by Fangol. No, I had a question. Go on.
Then we've got DJ Free from Invasion Crew. That's JK's DJ.
Okay, yeah. That Invasion Alert or something was called back in the day.
That's JK Socks. Socks can't make it.
Socks is cold JK as well, isn't it?
I ain't asked JK to come. Socks. They're all probably going to be with Socks because it's his birthday.
Right. Okay.
Socks would have been a special guest team coming up to the side. Holy for Bad Boy MC.
Yeah.
Looking for true. We're coming up for a VIP cypher. Oh shit! And we've got Raven Ice Creams pulling up as well.
Big things on the 25th, you know.
Just on the Mac 10.
You seen it? He's got an ice cream van.
He's just on the Mac 10 thing as well, you know.
So was he at Mac 10 as well?
With the ice cream van, and then he's got the Grime playing out. You know what I mean?
Okay, nah, I ain't seen that.
Raven Ice Cream.
So what is coming with that? With the ice cream van to the
because in Freedom Mills smoking area, you can make that big. I mean, last time I went to some guys,
it's spaced out.
None of the. No.
You know what I mean? We got Eskimo playing in that Eskimo.
And that Eskimo man's cold, isn't it? Like purpley paint and
okay. Kind of like the thing is.
Then we've also got a Bad Boy House DJ as well from Birmingham, DJ Seacos.
Okay.
Because like I said, we're turning it into a whole event, a whole
night. So
we don't want to just stick with one genre of music as well.
Yeah, okay. So for the viewers again, how much are tickets? Where do you get the tickets?
20 quid. You missed the early birds, guys. You missed the second wave. I'm sorry. Blame this man, not me.
So in future, how can they get in contact with you guys for the early birds? So like socials or
hit up the Talk Is Cheap Instagram account, entertainment. And just stay locked in because we post on there daily. Daily content is always on there, and one of us three will get back to you. In fact,
100%. Just follow the show.
Especially if you're an artist as well, up and coming artist, whether you sing, whether you rap, whether you do comedy, shout, man. We're just trying to build something.
Any city as well. Yeah. We do want to build Leeds, the home city, what it's been found in, and surrounding areas like Bradford.
Huddersfield, Chef,
Wakey. Everyone loves the accent. We just see it as normal. It's our thing, but it's like when you've got Grime guys that do that, do anything.
We know what Leeds is like anyway.
Yeah, we all know what Leeds is like, but that's one thing we've actually spoke on previous ones. One with Hits, one with you about our accent and. To be honest, it's actually nice to hear that from man from Notts, you know.
I'm saying even further south, London, and that, they love it even more. They all think we all sound the same. So Birmingham, Leeds.
I know they think Brum, but I didn't really think they would have thought Nottingham. I would have thought, I can imagine.
That's what I mean.
I can't imagine, but I just want to thought because it's not as similar as Birmingham and Leeds.
Covering a lot of ground.
They love it, and I say like Liverpool. We've got a Liverpool man on our next one. Jinx. Like when I hear him spitting and clashing that Liverpool accent, I think this is UK.
Yeah.
Coming from America and watch London, man, and say that's UK, which is fine. Grime Dialect, this and that, but you don't even have a clue that Liverpool, they don't sound like that. They don't live like that.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't. So who's showcasing that in England?
It's like England's the opposite to America. When you go further up, it's like it goes more country.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas America is down south. So most of America and anybody that's not in England, especially middle England or any bit of England, they just won't know. They won't know the differences. Just London is rap and grime. You know what I mean?
Is that one of you lot's things to like? Obviously, you said you want to showcase up and coming talent, but is it like across the country?
Yeah.
So is that any?
Across the country. Yeah. So shit, we ain't even mentioned the singers. We ain't even mentioned the singers. We've also got Freya Fairy from London, bad boy singer. She sings drum and bass, soulful music. Check her shit out. She's cold.
What's her name again?
Freya Fairy.
Freya Fairy.
Yeah. Okay. Cold female singer. She's coming all the way from London to bless the stage.
Go on. Okay. Yeah. Serious
We've also
song.
got another bad boy female singer. Ain't got no music out yet, but
Can sing.
but cold.
Yeah.
As for cold, we've all got a tune together.
So wait, she ain't got no music out, but she's got a tune to sing.
She's got songs like studio recording.
Like real quick and got it ready for this show. Other than that, before that,
No,
Music ready,
had
but
music
not
ready,
released.
okay.
That's another thing which we're also stepping into with the Talk is Cheap. We're looking into the development of artists as well, because Fangol's been there, he's been a superstar. This man's a superstar. I've been there, so it's like we can also help.
So now that I'm hearing this, what's the end goal for Talk is Cheap? Record label? No, not thinking of that.
Definitely, it is. Once that gets into the motion of things, it's, put it this way: we've got a Talk is Cheap mixtape, which has to be off the record label. Before the next event, there's going to be a mixtape with it. That's
So naturally, you have to start that anyway.
Yeah. Eventually, if work dries up or we get an artist that smashed the clash scene so much, the fans want his music or her music or whatever. We can then say, hopefully, we have a platform here or something that works like a factory. Come studio, we have a guy who engineers, we have a guy who mixes, we have a guy who records with you and helps you master your sound. One of us free. And then we need the other side. So it's a slow process. Marketing, publishing and all that. As you know, it's not easy. And the game's always changing, you know.
It's difficult as well to bring, you don't just want to bring anybody into this, because this isn't just like a business. It's more than just a business, because it's coming from lived experience. It comes across like you want to give people some of the tools that you didn't have, and probably if you had, would have been in maybe a different position or utilized position. Yo, I can see it.
Yo, so just to clarify, just so I make sure I'm not missing anything, you three are the executives of Talk is Cheap, innit? There's no one else that's a part of this. This is all you lot's braids and you lot's plans.
Zen is supposed to, maybe not the executive side, but definitely like the lead battler of the league.
Right.
Even though before he went on Pen Game, he was saying he was sticking to our league. Talk is Cheap, but we didn't have enough clashes on for him.
Yeah.
The thing is, that could be a power move anyway. Him going out there, working, getting more exposure, and then bringing that exposure over back to you lot, because his fans are going to be his fans. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's people that have left Pen Game now, like
right now at this current moment.
And that's the thing.
They're going to take some of their fans with them.
Was like the main clash on my first event. The first event I ever put on, he headlined it against Tansky. You get me? So I have to thank Zen for, you know what I mean? But going in there, doing that for man. So I've said to him, well, I know you're on your mission and that. He's still a bit younger than us, man, as well. But he's got a bit of a different hunger. But I've got a few years on saying, you get me? So he's kind of like still trying to pursue and find his way in things. But I'm sure he knows, that, we're all here, we're homegrown, we're trying to push each other, and we've all got powers, bro. If we put that into one thing, we can spread out. And
like what you said, sorry.
Microwave.
You know what you were saying about we're here, because if I had someone like Hunter around me, however many years ago, his thing, he'd have been a rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? My career would have went like that, but there was not much of that in my city at all, especially not in.
But at the same time, would you have, if you would have popped when you popped though, would you have given a shit about the people on the come up?
maybe it was your maybe you had to go through what you went through to be who you are now and to be.
It wasn't like I wasn't trying to pop.
Yeah,
I was trying to,
but it's just like circumstances, not enough knowledge. You had to learn the hard way about that. You dropped some.
The music
Okay, it was all right.
The artist. So,
a lot of people,
music changes, like you know, to keep up with the times is not an easy thing. But I figure that we still carry a lot of weight with our names and what we've done, and if we can upskill other people and give other people opportunities, I'm just happy with that, bro. I'm simply happy with that. You get me? To see other
like
people.
We like example for Zen. It's like no one knows what is written for him, what should happen for him, or what is going to happen for him. Right now, out of us three in his team, it seems like he's getting the most exposure. He's on pen game. He's in the limelight. He's in the main eye. We've both been on Lord of the Mics when it was the popping time. We've been in the limelight, and we've been that guy. I've been on the Logan Somerset.
You got history.
It's like afterwards, what next? No, when pen games finish with you and spits you out or whatever, not those words, but
whatever happens, things happen.
Next?
Anything can happen.
Because that's what we never had. And that we never had someone pushing us at the same time as Lord of the Mics and then saying afterwards, or whilst you're doing that, we've got this and this happening. That's what it is. While Zen's doing that, we've got to just be beside him and just let him know like this don't end. So when pen games up done and dusted, there's a platform here. Whatever we're doing is still carrying on. That's the kind of thing.
We're not just pushing the event; we're also pushing the artists onto radio stations, onto podcasts. We're not just what you want to clash? Boom, clash done. No, before the clash, bro. This is like, we booked studio for you. Get some studio and get a body of work. It don't have to be clashing. It don't even have to be rap. It don't have to be grime.
You see, you lot strategy. You
more out of events and processing going forward.
You lot strategy is that everybody wins sort of strategy.
Got to be.
And it's just like what Sanko was saying before. You know, everybody's considerate of everyone else, and I kind of like that feeling, because even when you just said that you're waiting for Zen, you're giving him the options, and being able to give him the options in case things go another way in that way, but also you guys can benefit because he's building that fan base for himself. You're allowing him to go on his own, capitalizing on allowing him to go on his own journey, but also being a fallback, let's say, or if not a fall into. You know what I mean?
Pen game, he smashes it on pen game.
Of course.
We're doing Talk is Cheap at the same time.
And you're building yours.
We've got two big battle rap leagues in England.
And everybody wins.
In America, how many is there now?
Exactly.
How many battle rap leagues are there? And how many of them are on the same ones, or they know each other, or do joint?
Do you know, I always say the bread, and it's just creating as many platforms for artists to showcase their talent. That's basically what it is. Because even when Lord of the Mics were there, it seemed like it was always one at a time. When one died out, another one came, rather than having so many options. So it is good, man. It is good.
Looking after each other, because even today, man, when DJ AG's.
Oh yeah, big up DJ.
Now, I didn't know how this thing was going to be set up, but just to the point, I had to get a ticket, and was told, I can perform one tune. I probably only got about a minute, 30 seconds or something. And I was thinking, shit, bro. And it's like, there's a lot of lead artists around me. I'm still thinking, well, it's an honor for me to be on here. I probably should be on here because of what work I put in. But there's a lot of different people. And I felt like, right, I can't just do this on my ones, you get me? So even so, these men have rolled up with me. Zen's there as well. And I'm thinking, Zen needs to get a little shot. I said to AG, I just said, come on, boy, jump on the thing as well.
I see you whispering in here.
Just say, do you know what I mean? I'm not just going to stand there, spit my bar with whatever you get.
I like that you did the niche. Because you know how you will say music changes all the time and everything. But I just think that you got to add to the algorithm. I think I've said it before.
It was the right thing to do.
When people see you doing niche again, or see you doing what Dialect does well, what you know best, you know what I mean? But
that's what you've got to do.
When people see you doing that, what is you in your own league, own lane, and no one got foot with that. That's what that don't matter about how the rest of the scene does. If next week everyone's doing Afro beats or Afro swings, that it's not going to change your music.
Look at Bad Boy Chiller Crew, man. I'm not listen to them.
If drill was out, we're trying to do a drill flow. If everyone's on a Fredo flex, someone wants to put a little bit of that in. If it's and then we change, and by the time you've got that out, it's changed to something else.
I'm always got my own line of it. That's why, you know what I mean? Some people like it, some don't. I'm not for the masses.
Yeah,
I'm for the rappers. I'm for the creatives. I'm for the people who understand, like, you know what this is.
You feel the authenticity, man.
Yeah, it's all
That's
authenticity,
what the
bro.
rap
You know
leagues
what I
are
mean?
about.
Yeah.
So like in America, enough of them man are famous on the rap leagues, but it's all underground, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
them, man, or you don't.
Or you don't, serious.
That's what I mean.
Clips,
And I don't mind being like that. You get me? I think, like, yo, same way. You can still command respect. You can still help people out. This, you know what I mean? It's been a journey from.
Still
You
get
know,
to
I've
have a
done-
life.
I've done
You
a
can
lot of
still
shit,
make money.
You know what I
You can
mean?
make money, you still have a life.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
so many people who we know, or they can't walk down the street like us.
Yeah,
They can't just
exactly.
live a normal life anymore. And I do know a lot of people that have suffered with mental health or
Trust me.
difficult things because of too much light at one time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Trust me, and it's mad because like even your people around you change when you get big money and things like people expect because it's like, all right, you've been struggling all your life. Someone in your family comes into money, you expect to bring in like you think, yo, we're up now, like all this struggling's paid off, like we're good now, but it's not that person's place. Like maybe do you drink no man?
Next
Go
one,
drink
man.
now.
2 seconds.
But yeah, I beg you get my hat as well. From I got carried away with Fangol.
Yo, bring it back as well. Bring it back. Sure, we all need a refill.
Yeah, it's fuckery on everyone. Like, cause on the
Yo,
person
Dialect,
makes
bring it back,
everyone
bring it
thinks and expects from that person. You get me? So it's kind of fuckery on that one person. I think as well, man.
ID, bring it in.
Dialect's just fucked up my trailer.
Yo, bring it in.
Bring the bottle, man.
Bring the
Yeah, get your bit.
I'm doing Stoptober though, guys. You get me, camera crew. These men are killing me. The brand smells sweet. Yeah.
Listen, you're going to be drinking on the 25th, Killy, trust me. Trust me.
Water, man. Water,
Get
man.
ready.
Water, man.
Ready.
I might take a bottle route.
That's how people talk to me, you know, if they're not from Nottingham. They say, oh, you say ready.
Ready.
Yo, I think the nuts actually sick, bro.
I think it is as well.
It took me some getting used to, though. I won't lie.
That's why you was able to do them rhymes.
Yeah,
Because of that accent. Trust me.
Nottingham's a nice place, though. I like Nottingham, man.
Calling me blood.
My man was supposed to come down here the other day. So
He called me a minute ago to come to this one today.
we can come in, so it's local to here.
Yo, Sass, what you saying?
Yeah, even down to the AG thing. It's like,
You outside the building, I'll come for you now.
Come on, yo, the place got mad.
Oh, got next one here.
Yo,
squeeze
this
him
is
in.
mad. Energy's different though, man. When you're around good people, good things happen. I believe that.
back to the AG thing, like literally, even down to that.
You don't make yourself at all.
Was that a rush thing though, like with people going on? Because a lot of people seem nervous, man.
Nah, there was a lot of people there, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say like the vibes in Leeds. Sorry, my Birmingham people, but the vibes in Leeds was top tier compared to Birmingham. And there was more people in Birmingham than Leeds, but the vibes. And it was
I can imagine.
Sorry, Brum, and this is from a Brum man, you know.
I can
Sorry,
imagine
Brum, but we're winning right now.
I can imagine them
Let you know, man.
being quite stiff though, like it's got a bad man reputation in it, so I can't imagine people being.
Nah, it was still lit.
Is it still the same kind of
vibes?
It was still lit.
And when they have a good time in Birmingham, they do have a good time.
I've heard that about blues and that.
It was a party.
It's a high thing.
Everybody in the crowd, women, older women, younger women, like every age group, the man, them, everyone was just.
See, there's
Backside.
just a certain culture, loudness that we got. Have you ever been Ellen Road?
Yo, sit. Yo, come there, man.
Yeah.
You want to sit, man?
Yo,
Mecca room.
What's going on?
what's the squeezing like? What's the squeezing like?
Yo. You see how God works?
Guy, you know.
Man got big
Big H, man. Right, yeah, man. What going on?
Why? Just getting in touch with the roots, you know.
Making
sure Leeds don't forget the AG and
Yeah, I seen you.
the real thing, not no joke thing. Like,
Yeah,
the
it's
real
proper,
thing.
man, proper.
You jumped on with dialect.
Yeah, but it's not just about Jonathan Brown's dialect. It's looking at the reality. You got the big cities. You got the 5 big cities. Everyone in the country is trying to get their own. Right now, I'm really proud of Cast. Cast is doing his thing. Liverpool's on right now.
Yeah.
A new one.
He's rough.
Big endorsement though from Gigstore, bro.
Way before that.
He was gonna bust before gigs. Before gigs.
She started to bring him through and the track.
No,
that helps.
stays on it because you see Cast. You see what I've noticed with Cast, and it's a few of them. I just don't want it to. I'm not sorry if it will, but end up again like what was trying to stop happening with Zen. you just missed to say, like, example, Boy Better Know signed Socks back in the day when I was down there. They signed Socks for a few years, but couldn't do anything with him. Didn't release a CD, just gave him a certain amount of money, which meant he couldn't release anything himself.
No, but this is what I'm saying. The things change now. You see, back in the day, if I'm living here, I'm like, Mom, I need to get to one of them London man to get my thing heard.
Yeah, for real.
The minute the North had Bugsy, that's gone out the window.
Yeah.
Bugsy don't need no one in London, you know. It's him and H. H's not.
Yeah. Nah,
Them man did that themselves. As I'm saying, Cast has come through London, man.
But he still had
kind of right.
And then who's the other one? He got Skepta in
got the London boss.
Yeah, I'm on about the London boss. If it only takes you so far.
If it weren't for Charlie Slough, the clash, the him and Chippy wouldn't have happened. And then because the him and Chippy happened, and Chippy sent back, that then elevated his career. Because remember, he was on job. He was on job from before that.
Yeah. But then it kind of just skyrocketed
with the Chip sending back. Because Chip's such a big artist, like, yo, how come Chip sending back for my man? Yo, because he's old and he's been about. So
it was in house. A lot of you see Bugs there. When I read it, it's all independent. So he's marketing, people putting together his CDs, mixing and mastering. That's all Manchester. So a lot of us, man, get our shit ready or stuff ready. Sorry, I don't know if we can swear.
Yeah.
We'll get our music ready then, and we'll go Grime Daily or we'll go Live Up TV or Mixtape Madness and try and get a bus that way. But then it's like once you stop paying for them, or they're not paying you unless you've got a grudge who's going to put you on every time for free. That stops.
And so does your exposure.
That
was explained to you, man,
earlier. You still do need to boss in the London scene.
Yeah, you kind of do need to boss in the London scene, but you kind of don't.
This is what we were talking
and
about.
The reason why you don't really need to boss in the London scene now. The reason why you don't need to boss in the London scene now is because London itself, not just London, America. A lot of countries are scared of unity. Unity is the most dangerous thing. Basically, I could have all the London man, and they're all. You got Chip over there, you got P Money and this lot over here. Remember, we're all different areas. We're not the same area. We might see us on the same stage, but we're not the same areas. Man are from Lewisham, man are from Peckham, man are from different complete areas. So there is that disconnect thing. But if everyone in Bristol gets together and says, "Yeah, we got this Bristol thing rocking. They got their own raves. They got, bruv. Do you know we're going to start shitting it? Because it's like, what do you mean there's Bristol thing going on? Then Bristol's going on tour. Then Bristol's coming to London. This is the power of a city. Of a
unity.
When a city gets behind something,
get what I'm saying?
And the city says, you know what? Fuck it, we're done listening to that guy. We're backing our guy. But this is the trick. You have to trick your city into believing this is their only option. Is to push your team. Because
I've got a question for you. I've got a question for you. You know A-Star, was it his city or was it him going London?
With A-Star, I'd say it's a bit of him going London, but it's not. It's mostly, you see the power. There's another power I always say to you lot as well. It's the accent.
The USB.
You don't understand. You don't understand. You see, hip-hop is basically the example of grime, dubstep, baseline. It's the example for us. So when you look at hip hop, if you're a hip hop fan from the 90s, you're listening to bare East Coast. So you're listening to RZA, Wu-Tang, DMX. That we're just listening to East Coast. Then there's people towards the middle of the night start getting to the West Coast thing. West Coast thing comes up. Then 2000s, let's not lie. It's not East Coast, it's not West Coast, it's down south.
Atlanta, all of that there. Ludacris, all these lot are blowing at this. You're right. You don't even click the note. I'm not even clicking the notes until you break it down. Like
England. So to us, an American accent. Man, if you're in America, man saying, I'm from Chicago. My man's accent does not represent me. What are you talking about? I'm from Wisconsin. My man's accent does not. So that's what's happening in America. But why did that happen? Because the East Coast man, bare lyrical, the West Coast man, bare style, like laid back thing. When it goes down south, walk it out. And all So the style is different in different places.
Same genre, different style of genre.
You've got man like, I don't know if you know Young Scrappy and them man like Smurf and remember.
When the man came out, it didn't sound like.
No, but do you know what them man are doing and have been and still to this day? them man are getting £1 million for a show, but we've never heard of them in England. There's people that will go to a place in South now, and there'll be 30,000 people in the audience. Example, whatever, they're selling out stadiums. We've never heard a song of them. We never even know the artist name.
But America's big like that, though.
It is.
The UK is the same. No,
If you pop in America with your
Yeah.
you don't need to go there.
They're one state. Yeah, they got the state thing on us. That's an advantage. We haven't got that in our thing. We haven't got that thing. But the
thing is, we don't like you said, we don't endorse ourselves, so we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot. Like we put everyone else on the pedestal. So like, if you're from Leeds, you might put man from London on the pedestal.
Now I'll give you an example. I shouldn't really say this on the camera, but I'll say it because I don't care.
Say your Bloodclart, yeah.
So when me and him was chatting, I was like, yeah, like. Man's from Leeds. I love Leeds so much, but I want Leeds to be the guy. I don't care about these other guys. I know it sounds rude. I want Leeds to be the guy. I don't want Manchester to be the guy.
You've got the connection to Leeds.
When you're from Leeds, you can't see that.
I want Leeds to be the guy, but for the North, not the Midland tick, for the North, I want Leeds to be the guy. But I'm like, he's like, my brother's like, yeah, but the man them in Leeds are just promoting the Buta B team right now. And I'm like, but my man's from Huddersfield though. And it's not that Huddersfield can't get a brilliant because it's all Yorkshire.
Yeah. No, of course, it's just all love, man.
But it's got to the point where man in Leeds are like, you know what? It's not looking like it's our time, you know. So let's just endorse this Buta B tick, so at least Yorkshire's involved.
Yeah.
What are we doing at it? You got a whole of Chapel Town, big black community, all this Welsh club there.
This is what we've been talking about.
That's what
this is mad. This is mad.
We've got Nottingham.
Like, I'm not saying Buta B's not on his team, but there is some wild out niggas in Leeds. What is going on? What is going on?
We've been asking this question for how many episodes?
Like there is straight savages in Leeds. Like from here to Beeston to there to there, all these
all everywhere.
Example, like from my city, you've got all this here, and you go just over the water to his end, and you've got Mist. Who's around with free. Like it's all right. Like we're good, and we think it. We know we're not doing the numbers what Mist is doing. And whoever else from Birmingham that you've got like that, they are doing them numbers where you got to say he's a superstar. Now, no matter how much you got to like, you want to push me. I'm just not doing the numbers what he's doing. I'm just not in the places.
That's why I rate Buta team because for me to come to Leeds, the big city, and you're the smallest, and you've got the big city behind you. Like, Buta's doing his thing. I'm like, you know what? Respect the team. Respect the team. I'm told.
Big man,
and he's got what all the youths don't want to hear these days.
This is it.
And he's lived it. He's actually lived it.
The only reason I reckon something like that can happen which is controversial, is in my brain I'm like, it's not like I'm judging them, man. I don't know the scope of the Huddersfield thing like that. My dad lives there, but I don't know the scope of the thing like that. But what I do know is that it can't be as competitive as what's going on in Leeds. As in, if you're a youth from Leeds and you're getting big, if you're a youth from Leeds and you're getting big, there's man on Hare Hills Lane that might not feel your thing, but you're all the way in little London, but they're not feeling your thing up there. Then you might go all the further Moortown and them man ain't feeling your thing.
It's worse.
They got their own thing going on.
But Huddersfield's got that. Buta's got that.
Yeah. You see what it is?
I'm saying it might be. It's a smaller.
Listen, it's not as small as you think, you know.
It's kind of big. It's the biggest town in the UK.
Yeah, it's the biggest town. It's got a small city centre, but its areas is quite. It stretches quite far.
You've got F block because that's what I'm saying. I'm just a fan of the culture. I didn't even know Buta B, but I'll see on the team. You will say F block versus whoever else. Them man versus.
Yeah, they've got mad beef.
Got that, like, that's what we had back in 2006 and 7 in our ends. Bandanas. Stay over that side of town. We'll stay over this side of town. If we meet, it's on site. No one can't go back home and say,
it's kind
like,
of on
this thing. You get me? We fingered and we didn't finger. That's how the life was there. You get me?
You see the thing with Leeds, though,
you get me. I have to go down. Remember my accent? You get me? When I was down there, the only reason I was big because I was going down to London,
so much
clashing, London man doing whatever, and then I eventually kind of got there. You get me?
For the sake,
it's a battle of.
Leeds people don't support Leeds people, man. That's all it is.
That's true.
We've been talking about it for a while. As you said, unity.
You see what it is?
Unity is the thing that can build, just like Bugsy built. He built in Manchester. He had the unity. So what? A lot of it was probably a lot of white guys. You know, let's
City don't
face
get behind
it.
you, bro. Like,
he got his City behind him,
started in the
no
whole
matter what
City
the
don't get
race.
behind you, bro.
And after that,
but in your face, they'll
When
see you
it's
at
your
Dutch
time,
pot and be like, yo, you're killing it. Yo, you did this. I seen that. But they won't share your things. They won't like it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But be or whoever, they're sharing the liking.
So then maybe the
So
plan
they're
is
sharing the liking.
maybe the plan is not to overtake the blacks in lead, but overtake the whites in these, and then the blacks will follow anyway because they're feeling.
Anyone who follows, yeah.
Well, how come everybody knows about?
That's what I was saying.
Maybe the university is in lead. Take that over first,
exactly.
Create a like the university is in lead. All of them create the buzz from that. Then there's obviously normal leads people going to
my
them.
bread is always says gal are the tastemakers. If the gal comes to you and says, listen to this tune, it's heavy, or you hear a play a few times and the next minute the man's gonna want to say, what tune was that? Or he's gonna want to find it. And it's just so sad that we're the leaders, but we do follow what the gals do in the trend.
Yeah, 100.
I think same with like with me in my city, man could have heard me spit that Logan bar in the ends, and man would have been like, yeah man, he could spit still.
Yeah. But the reaction.
And my man and everybody going back, like everyone's like, yo, that was shit. But what? He wasn't the same sickness before my man said it.
So have you spat them same bars in front of other people and got a different reaction? Or is this the first time you spat them bars?
No, but at that time, no.
But they had to stop you from the reloads because you were killing it too much. You know, like when you get to the point where man are like, yo, why is he still on the mic? Get him off the mic now. Because what he's
my price might go down.
Change the bar. He's not even to get.
Yo, Fangol, I was actually going to ask you a question, and you've actually reminded me of it now. Yeah. You know, after that whole thing, after you got taken, you didn't get to finish your 32. What happened next? Like, forget about like where did you go after this? Did you continue?
I was straight back. Do you know what I did?
Yeah.
I never
Go on.
forget it. I think we burnt like 100 CDs.
Yeah.
I went to the end, burnt the set like 100 times.
Yeah.
We were just on the streets.
Yeah.
Car full of man.
Just thinking I'm making the most of this opportunity.
Like, listen to it. Just passing out CDs.
Yeah.
Giving them out for free.
Yeah, just giving them out.
Because social media was starting, but it wasn't as easy to use social media to get you. So a lot of man wasn't until it started, until you kind of had to be at one point. You know what I mean?
Like,
That's what I did, literally.
The DJ AG blueprint, is kind of like the blueprint of the game right now, if that makes any sense. It's not the blueprint for DJ AG, it's the blueprint of the game. Hence when we were talking earlier, and I told you, man, the Rolls Royces is done, the crazy chains is done, all of that's done. Like, it's true. You can hold tickets for a rave and say, yeah, so and so's going to be there, but when a man pulls up to a city and just brings out Ed Sheeran right there in front of the town centre, like, people want to see the real. They don't want to see they don't want to see if you're a studio MC. Do you know those bars live? What happens?
Will it sound the same when you perform it?
Is a lot of, yo, I'm gonna spit that 4 bars. Loop it. I'm gonna come in the next 4. Man don't know the 16 live. Man can't spray the 16 live.
Wow. Nah, it's not like that. It's not like that.
Oh my God. The biggest in the game. I can tell I'm the guy recording them. The biggest in the game.
Say, with your Bloodclart chest, I want to hear.
Some people doing it one line.
The game, bro.
I'm gonna give you a joke. Obviously,
Ed
we are
Sheeran
four
can
man
pull up and set up shop anyway.
that hit studio regular, and because we came from the grime era, we might sometimes do a one line or two line, but we'll do that for practice, and then we'll lay down the whole verse.
Yeah, cause
I've seen artists that cannot
Perform their full verse that they've got written down in front of them.
There's no.
Or they haven't memorized it.
Not even about memory. It's not about memorizing.
It's not about memory. So music's full of different pockets. As a grime artist, we can pick and choose and dip into different pockets. That's why grime has not died and will not die, because a grime artist can jump on any beat and doppy.
Yes.
Because we know what pocket. Okay, we hit that pocket and it's going to sound crazy. All right, we'll switch our bars on the 4th bar. It's going to sound crazy. Oh my, okay, that tune loves to switch and stuff.
Grime is about flow. It's about flow.
We've kept that energy what we started with.
A lot of the
transcends genre we go
ain't used to also performing live and also knowing their bars like that and knowing how to make them patterns and still drop it live.
Because you have to remember,
they weren't doing grime sets.
I started recording a lot of the joints when they was coming through. So that's the biggest names that is in the game. That's SL, that's this one, that one, Heady one, everyone. So when everyone's coming through, you have to remember these men are they're dotting in their whips.
Yeah.
They're dotting in their whips and they're maybe spraying it to the passenger, the brethren. But where are you gonna have a cipher where they do? Yeah, you go next. And there's a man on the wall. There's no cipher. There's no place to practice.
Yeah.
Unless you're in the hood and spray that bar that you said yesterday. That's the only time the man them hear the bar. There's no
spray it.
There's no like words every day. Yo, come down to the centre. The man them are doing the thing tonight. Come down to the centre.
That's why people like the music as well, because for the people outside watching, it's like a film. So depending on what genre the film is, like for them, do you know what I mean? Whatever it is, you're gonna get the reality of that. Do you get what I'm saying? And like you were saying with Ed Sheeran, like when he pulls up, it's the reality and the rawness of it. I think with the drill artists as well, it's just like it's the same thing. Do you know what I mean? We watching it from us. Even our street life, it's not like London street life. Our street life street, but it's London. You are in the flats. It's however many of them they are thing, and you do live there with your mum, your sister, your rear, and there is however many of you in a 1-2 bedroom. Might be said 5 or 6 of you. And you know, there ain't no ringing the council like in Nottingham. If you got your house like that, you just ring up the council and say, do you know what? I think I need a bigger house. We've got too many.
Go on the waiting list rather than
none of that in London.
It doesn't exist. The mad thing about
that with that sense, I just feel like
the thing where the other cities can win, and this is why I say in musically they can win, especially Leeds, Manchester, Bradford, like the surrounding cities, and down to Nottingham. That these cities can win is because, like he just said, there's still old school Caribbean communities, and those communities have still got grandmas alive. They've still got aunties. They've still got, like, when you move to London, you're one of these people from these cities moving to London. Do you get it?
Right.
So, I'm from Leeds. Do you think my whole family moved to Leeds? It's one. So you in Leeds. Back and check this granny. Me one. So I'll never ever forget the date. It was there. Road Deep 2007, something like that. 2005. And we was at a rave, and then we spat something. Everyone spitting scratchy, because I'm in Road Deep at this particular part of my life. And then we went to this rave, but the rave's in Yorkshire, not in Leeds, but in Yorkshire. Okay. Then Wiley's like, and then some guy started speaking after, and I went, yeah, right, mate. And then he went, how can you speak like them? What do you mean, speak like them? And I goes, bro, you know I'm from Choppertown, innit? I'm born in St. James's Hospital from Leeds. What?
James's.
What? You're one of them? And he made it to the grime scene. You're one of them. And then I realised at that exact moment, 2005, there is not meant to be anybody from all these bits in the grime scene. You're not meant, not even in the grime scene. Like, you're not meant to be in the proper London scene because you're not a Londoner. You weren't born there. You're not.
You're not meant to be accepted in them circles.
Grime competitive in London though, like it was the East London thing.
It's a thing of, like I said, London's a bunch of strangers. You got one man next to you Albanian, one man next to you Somalian. Bruv, you might go to the same school, but your cultures are completely different.
But they've all got one thing in common.
In Leeds, they're gonna go, yeah, go down to Maureen's, man. Go get your foot. There's no Maureen's in Leeds. There's Moolies, but random Asian man sending you chicken. This is not the same thing. It's completely different. We don't have the community thing going on. Elders and Rastas. We don't have all that.
Saskilla. When I went to do the Logan show, someone told me at the time, or wherever I read it, see like the pie chart for grime music. I don't know if it was over 90%. London was Boy Better Know.
Okay, so they went to every city and
90% of grime music
was made by them.
To the money, what was made, 90% of that was Boy Better Know. Andrew, I remember them days. Nasty Crew was still about. Gets Kano, these kind of artists who are. You know, you can't even never
top tier.
Even Boy Better Know. I don't even know Boy Better Know.
That's a completely different. The reason why that argument is a different argument. That's a grime argument, but it's
an argument. You know what I was going to say about it? It was just because these guys, they dropped something today, and again, 100,000 streams, millions of streams, however many it was back then. They don't want someone just coming in one day, spitting with them and even getting a quarter of that pie chart. Even if you got a quarter of that pie chart, you've got a chance to turn that into 50%. then you've got a chance to turn that into more. Do you get what I'm saying? And you're basically taking food out of.
So it's the opposite mindset to talk is cheap, basically.
No,
basically, yeah.
If you look at what he just said, which is this is a very controversial take, but what he just said is very true. If you look at the artists that are blowing in the UK, in terms of if we say a name, we'll say probably Central C.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at Central C, yes, there's a connection to Boy Better Know in some sense, but they didn't use Boy Better Know to blow.
I'm going to say, is there a connection?
As in, like, you might see him wearing the clothes. That's why he's a
all right.
There's no, he respects all of it, exactly what he said.
I've seen it.
But there's no, like, if you look at his thing, it's kind of a blueprint of what you're meant to do to blow. As in, you don't rely upon man. You just do your thing.
I've listened to a few of his documentaries and stuff.
He would drill. You never come on the grime thing, you come on the drill thing, didn't it?
Yeah. No, he came on the grime thing. That's the maddest thing.
Yeah.
First, yeah.
So basically, he came on the grime thing with AJ Tracy. Ooh. And then, like most people, this is another controversial thing. Fuck it, I don't care.
I was about you. You said it for me.
You see the thing, yeah. This is the most controversial take. I want to know, apart from if you're. So when I say this, don't take offense. This is just the truth. Remember, I'm too old. I've been around too long, my guys. Yeah. So you see, when we're talking about UK rap and we're talking about grime, yeah. If your name isn't Kalashnikov, if your name isn't Ty, if your name isn't Black Twang, I don't really think you're a UK rapper. And you're probably thinking, what the fuck is this guy saying? What the fuck is this guy saying? Do you know why? Because if when I started MCing, you was doing minimum with me, brother, you're not a rapper.
You're a grime.
Anybody that was doing minimum Mikey when I was doing minimum Mikey, it doesn't matter if it's 20 years ago, you cannot be a rapper. Because if I go to Kendrick Lamar and I say, bro, Kendrick Lamar, are you a rapper? Kendrick Lamar's going to say I'm a rapper. If I say, do you do grime on the side? Or do you do some other genre? He's going to say, what are you talking about, man? Rap's all I know since I was born. That's all we know. In the UK, we're not just solely a rap place like that.
We had this conversation.
We're not solely a rap place. Yeah. Like, if you go to the average white man in England and go, mate, have you got some bars? Oh, I got a little who for the mic, come on. Yeah. Every Englishman has got a minimum in the microphone. Every Englishman can bust a little stuff. Everyone's got one.
America's got that. No,
America's got that for rap.
Yeah.
Do you get it? For rap. But if you say to the average white man in the UK, yo, bro, give me your best rap. What's he gonna do? He's gonna be rap, mate. You know, you need Tech Pack for that, didn't you? What are you talking about? We're in England. Are you asking me to
2025, maybe 27.
Average white guy who's a builder. Rap bars. I don't think he's got rap bars. I think he's definitely
good now.
So go on, Hunter Land, because you want to say something.
So I don't class us, the UK, as just grime artists. I class us as artists because, we all make our own wavy type of music, and it might not be at 140 BMP or 138 BMP, but it's still, I wouldn't class it as grime. I just class it as
grime artists. That's what I was on about the conversation.
I just class it as wavy music and us making our own lane, and we need to stick with that.
See, not even us.
No, I agree with that. I'm not even against that at all.
Example, Gets.
Yeah.
When you put Gets on the whatever tempo, 90 BPM beat, he's rapping.
Don't matter what.
All right, so let's go back to the pockets thing.
Yeah, that's pockets.
He knows the pockets.
But you know what I'm saying? He can rap. And that's what I say. It's just the tempo.
I'll switch the argument to this, to agree with you, yeah? I see it as this. I see it as though it's a tree, yeah? Unfortunately, no one wants to admit the tree. Let's say the tree starts in Africa, yeah? The tree is just the drums, just the pattern, maybe the drums. It gets to Jamaica. That's where the tree actually sprouts. The tree sprouts in Jamaica. Them man are doing toasting, which is the first MC. Toasting. There's a DJ. There's things going in. Cool Herc goes to America, takes the thing. DJ.
I get that.
Before you know it, hip hop, which is the little brother of reggae, the little brother of mento, the little brother of what is happening in Jamaica. So let's say our cousin goes to America. That's what happens. He leaves Jamaica, goes to America. He starts the same thing that's in Jamaica, but over there.
Our
English cousin goes to England. Them man are doing what? Lovers Rock. Before you know it, we're doing our own version in England, but we're doing the same thing that our cousins are doing.
James Brown and them
over there. They're doing the same thing because to James Brown and that is different. Why I say that is because James Brown is the beat,
not just him, but the beats and stuff.
But the beats, but I meant as in the actual toasting. The first MCs are from the 70s.
I was going to say to you, American artists can't spit on grime like how we spit because they hit totally different pockets too.
No, because we're just a bit closer to that. We're a bit closer to the granddad. Granddad is the Jamaican guy. Granddad is the Jamaican guy.
You lot.
They're a bit further.
No. Wait. You lot. Hold on for a sec. Just for the people watching and for me, describe what you mean by pockets. Because I might Mars, but I wouldn't know what pockets are.
That's what I was gonna say. So pockets is like timing, the breaths in between when you stop, start back again.
Right. So basically, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You can spit any
the pocket of when you need to take your quick breath.
Syllables, everything.
Yeah, so different pockets is different flows. Yeah, no. I know what it is. I just never called it pockets. I know. Yeah, I know what you're on about. Different flow, basically.
You know what I heard the other day on 50 Cent? So you know 50 Cent's got the tune Many Men, Blood in My Eyes, and on Instagram there's a reel of a man in black and white singing that. From like the 60s.
I heard that, bro.
Yeah? And he's saying, but niggas want to take my... He's talking rap shit. He's a black man like, niggas want to take my life in a bow tie with the thing.
But it's like saying,
that's what rap's built on. It's built on. Them man was in Harlem, Bumpy Johnson days, shot in food, what the rappers do, shot in pom-pom, shot in whatever the street niggas was done through the years, and going to the dance and singing, taking gal with the lyrics and making man know I'm a gangster for my lyrics. Then you know what I'm saying? The melody went, the thing you went to start, and it changed. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying when I'm saying that's where it come from. Then it probably went to Jamaica and everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? Africa and all that. We had different musics back then. And it was definitely more about the beat and the drum.
That's why I kept saying when it comes to the toasting thing, the actual controlling the dance thing, the mic controlling the Americans was doing that until it got to the 80s. They were, but if you listen with the pockets, when you said the pockets, that's why I said it's the granddads. The granddads in Jamaica had the best timing. So if you listen to Supercat and these type of man, their timing is impeccable. Impeccable timing. Impeccable timing. Supercat and these man, like the timing is the timing. Kano can't do this man's timing. I'm telling you, bro. Like, and then it gets deeper because then you got the UK version of what was going on in Jamaica, which is Coxsone sounds, Saxon sounds. This is where arting comes from. Arting comes direct in a line. It's like a line, a tree of black men that have just laid the foundation before. Like you don't get to jungle without Coxsone sounds and Saxon sounds because they need to do that thing here in the Gaiety, in London, Birmingham. They need to go spread the sound because they need to spread to the other Black Caribbean communities that we are here in England. We're alive, and you can be proud of your culture and your thing. And that's the first kind of chart. What Americans do. Remember, American underground rap is the Bronx. It's Harlem. It's all the black areas and the Spanish areas. This ain't where white people is. This is little hood parties and just like being in Chapeltown and Carnival and these type of things. This is the same thing we did when we're doing all of these Coxsone at Carnival and all these things. You think there was hella white people there? There wasn't hella white people there. They didn't care about them things. That's black buffoonery thing to them. Leave that to the black people. But to us, we know this is going to become a multi-million-pound industry. This
know what it is.
Thing. I don't know how it's going to become the thing, but it's going to become the thing. When I'm there watching Younger and I'm watching like, I don't know, S Club 7, I did not picture I was going to be there next to them or be the man them there. I'm just thinking.
You see the complete different lane to them.
Next white show, next white this. That's all I'm thinking is going to be. Take that, boom, boom, boom. When you start seeing Dizzy Rascal now and man are wearing tracksuits and so solid and they're dressed like me, I remember thinking, oh my days, you know what it was like? Mom, there's a black man on the TV. We've come far. Mom, there's a black man in Blind Date. We've come far. We've come so far.
I grew up on MTV back in the day, so I did always. I grew up on Tupac when he was alive. I was watching him on TV.
And performing as well.
But that was a standard thing.
Mad thing.
Like proper shirt, shoes,
Proper shirt.
the shirt and tie.
So up from
dress
that
up.
era.
Yeah.
You know, like that. Where
When you go to church, it's proper.
No, when you go to the club,
Oh,
you're
okay.
going in church clothes to the
So
club.
remember, I performed at a sidewinder, I performed at Silk Experiences, and literally, even as an artist, we'd still play our Sunday best. We got the shiny shoes, we got our long trousers, we got our nice shirt.
Mad.
And you're going to spit grime?
Yes, bro. Yes.
That's the earliest time. That's like
That's when presentation still mattered. You know what I mean?
That was a Yardman thing, though. That's back in the 90s when I
That was a Yardman
that
thing.
and MTV. That's how they go into the dance. If you see how my mum went to the dance when I watched my mum's thing here, she's like, can't explain it, almost like she's going prom.
That's going to the ball, innit?
Prom, like the dress is out and it's finged and it's all proper. You get me? And the man them are in that pink stripes, shoes, waistcoats, and you get what I'm saying?
Even a hat.
That was
Because,
that thing.
you know, crazy. You're talking about a more harder time for our people. So imagine what it took for them to get in a club. Like the animals.
They had to be dressed properly, immaculate.
No, take the money now.
It makes sense.
We had the Marcus Garvey Centre. So you know Marcus Garvey.
So
we got Marcus Garvey. These places are ours. All of these places, they're all ours. Like no one can't own them and say you guys can rent it this week. That's ours. When we want to put on a dance, it's our place. You know what I'm saying? So in that sense, in Nottingham, we did have a lot of places like that. Atna Centre, where you know they're selling patties through the window with a dance hall and
the reason
on a Tuesday and one everyone's playing dominoes there in pool. At the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
The reason we
drink and
it's
like West Indian Centre.
I don't want to say it's all a plan, it's all a ruse, but the reason why our music is now what I would say is universal. It's for everybody type of thing, and this pressure's on you now when you are making a song. How's everybody gonna take to this? Not just one little section of people. Is because our parents, they was doing the blues thing, innit? The bed blues, but that's in people's yards. That's in people's cellars, people's. The police clock, these niggas is actually partying and they got their own little drinks in there and them, this is tax free. What's going on here?
We're not earning nothing from this.
Shutting down from the 80s to early 90s, every black dance. Every black establishment thing, even the Marcus Garvey, they'll shut it down so that your family's forced to go into town and go with their people and go play your music there. So now when you're in town, it's more regulated.
It's what happened with Gators, it's what happened with Latvians.
Blues in my living room sometimes. We're charging on the door. You're in the yard.
But they put a stop to that. They put a stop to that. And that's how our music is now. How do I get? What's the word? That you can trouble a man's music when you're next to it. You can't trouble a man's music when it's nothing to do with you. If that makes sense. Like the music at that time was just purely for the community. So it was good music for us. When you start hearing the excess drug music, the excess this, if excess of anything is not made by us. It's not you think it's the community, but it's youths watching one youth that blew doing it that way, and then 500 youths say, well, that must be the only way to blow them. Let me just say that I stabbed my brethren, and let me say that this fuckery over here, and I robbed my man's car, and I done this. Because if that's the way that's being shown, you get what I'm trying to say? But if someone come out and say, oh, my mum got cancer, and that's the song, and it blow up, guess what the next youth's gonna do? Yeah, my mum's got sickle cell and did it. Yeah. Everybody gonna follow the trend.
You know what it is? It's trending. It goes right in. So
it does.
We've had the bad boy thing. We've had that. Like I remember, gigs day when it was the gigs days and all that. And I went to the Skepta show again, Logan Sharma show, not the Skepta show, but the show where Skepta took the headphones off me. Yeah. I wasn't really into Skepta like that. It was my idol from young. Do you know what I'm saying? It was an idol from young, and I loved and respected him. But I wouldn't go in the car and play Skepta. Gigs was getting played, dubs and that was what was getting played then. Then I probably got into the grime, and it kind of got a bit more. I'd play a 1 or 2 tunes again, but I think gigs at the time where either his shit, the street shit, won't run in. And he had to go more commercial. Then we had
and they were getting dances shut down as well,
where we had notes, Mo Stacks, and then they took it. And I thought, once them man took it, it's never coming back. You're not gonna get nothing back from fucking, from notes and Mo Stacks. That style of music, it can't come back this way. Dave with the gigs, not gigs with Drake.
Yeah,
Dave
yeah,
and Drake,
yeah, yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I don't want to dead no big.
I know what you mean. It started changing now. It started
I
changing.
don't want to
I don't want to air things out.
I don't want to
People-
dead no beat. I don't want to.
We've got singers now. We've got more singers coming into
When I'm
it.
seeing all that shit and hearing all that, them kind of things there, I'm thinking, this is it. This is just this group of man, America and them lot. Just fuck the grime thing. Anything else, that ain't happening.
No.
But then guess what now? Hardy DiCaprio and all them man are on podcasts saying how the managers bumped them and they didn't get nothing from it and they can't build a career back again now. So then we got the new stage of the drill.
So where do they come back though? What happens to them now though?
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe in a few years, not them specifically, but people that have been in their footsteps before.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
now, maybe after this next wave or whatever it's going to be, because it's changing now.
Yeah.
I don't know what the next few years is going to be, but that will come back around. That type of feel, Afros, where you got more of a softer.
This is
That was the other
personal
thing.
problem,
After
yeah,
that,
is
Potter and Nines at their time. It was a UK rap.
exactly
scene for a
what this
bit.
building
Then it
schools.
goes back to the fast it, and it just goes right in the circle.
Yeah, he's right. It does go in a
Recession,
circle.
and
it's
it's
just like
fashion.
but it's just like fashion, bro. Ain't you notice?
Economy,
we went
fashion,
we went from tight jeans to baggy jeans to
civilization.
tight jeans
They
to
have to
baggy
do it
jeans
to us.
to big shoes.
Do you know
to-
why?
just like-
If humans don't have anything to think about for too long, you create a fight back to the government. If we don't have to think about bills for that many years and everything's just normal every day for so long, we're gonna fight back.
Yeah.
That's why they do things like they put the alarm on your phone. Alarm, just in case anything happens. 50% are gonna feel more scared, something's gonna happen, and 50% are gonna feel more comfortable. Because if something does happen, at least they're on it. We've got this alarm. But nothing's not going to happen. It's just a way of dividing vibrations.
Yeah, so it's vibration
Divide
control.
the frequencies, divide the vibrations. It's easy to control you with the marketing. It's easier to control you with the adverts, the jingles on the radio, and all those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? And this is what basically what they've been doing with us. They have to switch it because if you're set and stable, you can build something. Pyramids.
I think it's
built from
this is what I said.
stable
Remember I said
foundation.
when I was talking before, I said when you hear something negative from our community, just know to your own self it is not really from our community. Now it's coming out of our community, but it was placed there. So even when you're saying, yeah, it was going hard, but I started listening to the gigs thing and there's a reason for that, but it doesn't seem as simple as it is. So Skepta is the underground at that point before gigs comes in, yeah? Like everything grime is the underground. Let's just say that's the underground. So that goes for what's going on in Birmingham, that goes for what's going on. Like it's just the underground, yeah? Then somewhere along the line, a random dude in a label goes, you know what? I think we've got this dubstep remix, this house remix. I think you'd be great on it. Yeah. And the minute man does that to you, he's coming out of your community, coming to you in your community and changing you. So the reason why you won't listen to Skepta is because he's doing "Cause I'm a bad boy" and making random dubstep songs. You know what I'm saying? That period, it was the worst time to listen to him because he was making stuff.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
People just that. No,
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say.
No, I remember. No, I remember. I remember.
The tune where I wear my sunglasses.
That wasn't for black people either.
I like that. When I heard Skepta on that, I'm a music man.
deeper song. It's a 1980s white man song from the 1980s. That man know the truth.
Dizzy Rascal and Calvin Harris.
That's not for
I
black
like
people
that.
either.
No, but like me, as a black man, that's what I'm saying. It don't matter what they're making it for. I'm a black man, and I like.
No, I'm gonna support.
I like Adele. I'm listening to Adele.
No, I listen to Adele. I'm not talking about that.
I mean, as a white music artist.
No, I'm not saying that the music should have a color, but when you're an Indian man, you're making Desi music. You ain't trying to make nigga music. You're trying to make Desi music for Desi man. Do you get it?
All of them.
But no. I'm saying
that's like saying you're gonna put a church in India. No, have a church. We have a mosque. That's different. We have a mosque in India. That's different. We have everything.
That's different. That's because I don't want to supersede us and give us some big time. Black man just conquer everything. Just stamp all over the world. You'll go to the deepest jungle and find a man pretending with a Tupac t-shirt. Like it's wild.
We're not, because this is what we fight about. We talk about this all the time about black people used to rule the world.
No, I'm not saying we rule the world. I said we stamp.
No.
We have a stamp.
We don't anymore. We don't, because we're all controlled. We were the ones who come down from the heavens, or God, as people say, a lot for the
Nah, man.
No, you talk.
the anarchy and the whatever else you read. Every different religion explains it in their own way. But guess what happened? We was too uncivilized for one.
Unruly,
Two,
bro.
black men. The white man could see you lot are going to kill each other. You lot can't rule this because the more power and the more money and the more control you lot get, you're killing each other. And you're the strongest, you're the fittest, you're the fastest, you're the ones that can actually hurt each other and hurt us. So guess what they did? They took over us with mind. Slavery. We used our own things against us. If you ever read the Willie Lynch manual, it's the way when you buy a nigger or black man,
how to tame a slave or
when you
something
buy
like that.
a black person, it comes with a rule book. You know, like when you buy a Hoover or you buy something from the shop, it comes with like a tool, a new rule book, how to use the
to deal with them. Otherwise, this will happen.
Yes, or how to keep them more better. So you
Even
don't
talk about like breaking him in
you
like
don't
a
have to
horse.
kill him. Yeah, you're gonna end, if you let your nigga do this, you're gonna have to kill him. And if you kill him, you're gonna lose money. So we're gonna show you the way to do it. And the way to do it is to make them argue over height, tallness. So tell the tall ones you love them more. Tell the shorter ones you love them more. Tell the fatter ones they really are. Tell the skinnier, the better. Sorry, don't tell none of them. No, these are the things: height, skin tone, lighter ones this, darker ones this. Yeah, these are all the things what they placed in place for us.
Divide and conquer.
Just about to say that.
My thing is, how the fuck do they know how a black man would feel? How do you know that would affect a black man? How do you know that would hurt his feelings? How do you know that's that and that's that? Is that blacks and white, or is that human culture? Is that human nature?
Is that an assumption though, or is that just psychology? What if white people's in the same position and they've already tried that?
I'm saying white people probably are, because would feel the same.
When I said
we don't use it to divide them.
What I meant is, we're talking about artists that we know of, that are made like that other brother that's Indian that's making the rap songs. There's always gonna be someone out of their culture doing, but I mean the majority Bollywoods, like they're making for their culture. They're not caring about what's going on in Africa. They don't give a damn
because what they've done.
They're making for their people.
They've took a place for themselves. Like we have Africa, which is kind of like not being able to get touched. But the one thing people always say to me, even the white guys will say this to me, my white friends will say, "Oh, isn't it funny about England though we've got hundreds of mosques all over England, inviting like Muslim culture into our way of life." It's like, do you know it's illegal to put a Christian church in Pakistan or India?
It's actually illegal.
It's illegal. It's not like oh, we won't let you. You're mad. That's to go. You won't even get to pay.
You can't enforce your religion in their land.
No.
You're letting them do it here.
But
just see what the churches have done.
Like, but England, remember, England. Yeah, it's all friendly, it's that. But guess what? They're still running us with their slave. It's still another form of slavery. You can put a church there. You can have that. You can do that. We want your taxes. We want this. We want you over here on holiday. We want you lot to look at England as a totally free country to welcome yourself into and live good. And England, it's not just, they're some of the best white people. Because, you've got to think, America, look how small we are to America. And it's basically England and America who are the main countries, of the whole world. That ain't through being the strongest, fastest,
smartest, man.
Or even the biggest.
No, it's a bit about being smart.
That's discipline.
It's discipline as being smart. And being ruthless as well.
Yeah.
Very ruthless. And thinking about people last and thinking about yourself first. But the thing of why he's right in that sense is because my friend said the other day, this is dating deep for the podcast, but my friend said the other day, the marches, it's a mad thing, Sass. But he said it's a mad thing because this is a Christian country, so them man kind of got it right. And I said, you know what? The sad thing is, England, up until probably 1979, was a Christian country. And it's not about the other religions coming in. No, it's not. It's that England officially of last year, as of December 2024, is officially 69% atheist. Okay. 69%.
What's that? You don't believe
in God? Nobody believes in God. 69% of
the world's turning into that.
So And I said, and I thought, bro, why until 1979 was every white person going to church and then they just stopped? Then you start to realize there's a few things. One of them is controversial. The Life of Brian, which is a film, I don't know if you know about it, Monty Python. Film about Jesus.
I've never watched it.
It's the craziest film. Everybody else, that's
The Life of Brian.
The Life of Brian. That film came out in 1979 and it shut down England. Like, there used to be a company called the Leader of the Light. It was like this big organization that used to overlook TV. So you overlook movies and TV in England. If you said anything against Christ in Coronation Street, that episode can't get aired. If you said anything on the news against Christ, that episode can't get aired. So imagine what happens when there's a company that's overlooking England and saying, yo, is that movie got a joke about Jesus in there? Yeah, you have to cut that scene out. When that company goes and they break because Monty Python's gone to America, blown up this film that's disrespected Jesus, and then brings it back to England, makes it the #1 box office film, the woman that leads the Leader of the Light thing has a heart attack from this film, from like the shock of this film actually being allowed in England. What do you think happens after that? Floodgates opens. The minute you change from a country that is a Christian country to a country of economy, where you're chasing the pound, you're not chasing God anymore. Then when he just said, you're not allowed to have in them man's countries, and he did it, why do you think? Because they're on a spiritual journey, not an economic journey. England done said, yo, we need to bring in all LGBTQs, we need to bring in all of the people that's different. Money. So you chased everything to the point where the thing of morals in England is it's a lost thing. It's like, what are you talking about, bro? If a man will go to say, yo, my wife's gone into maternity, I need 2 weeks off, boss, please. A man will be like, bro, I'm a gay man. I don't have a family. What the hell are you telling me about? Yeah, you need 2 weeks off. I ain't got no wife. So you can't work over Christmas. Do you understand where we're going? I'm not trying to put it on the gay man, but I'm saying that's what it is.
Do you know what
it's like we respect the economy. We respect the economy. We don't respect family. And
economy is one thing, but you know what it is? People want to know that there's something else going to happen. People want to know, like, there's an afterlife. Is there an afterlife? Is there more to this life? So every time something comes out like that, example like the Matrix and those things where it talks about real life, but that could be an answer to how we're living. The red pill, the blue pill. Is this real? Is this real? And those kind of shows, Big Brother, reality TV. When anything new like that hits, where we're like kind of analyzing humans, the nature or creation and life, anything like that, it lets our mind either close down a level or open up another level. And that's why we're here on Earth, innit? Because we want to keep opening our mind to the next level and the next level, I think. Anytime that happens in our culture, everybody's into it straight away.
Obviously, because
that's why social media.
Because we're in the Western countries, we're meant to be the most, like you said, the most accepting of things country. But you have to remember, I said in 1979, this country was moving like a Muslim country. You couldn't talk against God in this country in 1979. You would get a thing called a blasphemous law. They've written it out of law now. Basically, you could go to jail for talking about Jesus. Talking crazy about Jesus. In England, you can go to jail. You can parade as Jesus in Oxford Street with a suit, doing the Bible. No one will arrest you today because God's disrespected in the country. So what's actually crazy?
That goes back to like the King James Bible. Do you know the King James Bible? That's the most Bible that the black people will have in the Pentecostal church. King James was gay himself.
I've heard that, from a yard man.
Yeah, the man who wrote that Bible. So what you got to remember is them days there, it's like, it's a free-for-all. It's like, man, them here, there's no law, really. It's whoever's got the biggest swords, the most horses, the best defense and shield, and the biggest team. You're just going around and you're just taking over stuff. Until you've took over so much stuff, you're like, yo, we kind of need some rule books, Because last time we pulled up on them, man, and was about to kill them, they was all like, we didn't know this. We didn't know. You lot didn't tell us this. So we started to write this stuff down. Plus, they had to make money. Money wasn't there. They had to make that gold shilling. There was none of it. There was no money. There was no nothing. A lot of the things in the Bible are to make sure you pay your taxes and you pay your money and there's no robbery and thievery going on. You know what I'm saying? So then you've got a question again.
Like an element of fear.
Which ones are the ones that wrote the Bible? Are the ones that wrote the Bible just the ones that won the war? Because it's controversial. What you're saying about that. Do you know there's a Bible called the Maccabees Bible?
Yeah,
I've heard of that.
The Rastaman's Bible. We had it once. Me and my friends, we had this Bible. We got it off one of our olders, yeah? And he says, yo, you lot careful with that in the car, because that's 20 years. I can't remember what it was, 15 or 20 years for having this Bible. The Queen's made a law. If you get caught with this Bible, you go to jail for a long time. Now, that's because some of the things that's in it supposedly is like some witchcraft or spells or whatever, and they say in this Bible. But again, I don't believe, I feel like it's a way of control. Just like the first Bible. I'm not saying the story of Jesus isn't right. I'm just saying the way we comprehend it and it's been told to us is for control.
All
right, I tell you,
that's why you have to look inside when it comes to it. It's how you actually feel about things. You get me? Because you taught how many different things, there's so many different versions of whatever. So what are you really gonna confide in and really believe in?
It gets sticky, bro. Everything gets techie, and everybody has to make their own decision. Where they're gonna stop. Like, you can learn something, but you have to make a decision. Where I'm gonna take it this far, and I'm gonna learn up to this, but anything more than that is just extra. The thing about me is I love history, just like what my man's talking about. So for me, you can't really know what's going on if you're just going off of what's going on today. My thing of when he said, the King James, it's not about the King James Bible being right or wrong. It's why was the King James Bible even made in the first place? The reason why it was made in the first place is because we all learned that. It's because of King Henry VIII. So if King Henry VIII don't want to get his shag on, you're telling me there's a whole religion not made. That's the real madness they did say. And man wanted to shag 8 times. The Pope in Rome told him, you're a Catholic. You can't shag 8 times. You can have 8 confidant women, but you can't marry and get rid of your wife and then shag again. Man said, Brad, I want to shag again. What you talking about? You know what? I'll get around your little plan. Off with your head. So the head gone, now I can shag again. Now, remember, but then man realized, this Catholic man got me twisted because every time I want to shag again, I have to knock off a head. Because he can't but the reason, the next thing, so then he said, you know what? I can't keep cutting off my woman's head every time I want.
I don't remember the historians telling man that about Henry VIII.
He made the Church of England. He honestly wanted to shag. And every pope in the country.
I'm the main man example. I'm running the road, or the country, or wherever it is. I have one wife. She's very attractive. Everybody's attracted to her. Everybody wants a piece of her. I don't want her to think it's okay to sleep with another man. And I don't want another man to think it's okay to sleep with my woman. So we're going to write down a rule that says you have your wife and stick with her. I'll have my wife and stick with her. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you're going out fucking this girl, that I'm not really bothered. But I've got to make out to everybody he's doing something wrong. Because if I let you get away with that, one day someone might think it's okay to try and sleep with my wife. And I'm the man in power. And this is all the shit what's going on. That's what I'm saying. The mentality of these men, it's like a super caveman. It's like a caveman who was just a more advanced of that civilization then. But they wrote this shit down that stuck. So now it becomes sacred.
It's very sad.
200 years later, you still have clever minds take dumb knowledge as sacred. And if you have to put 2 and 2 together about, well, how did that rule come from? Because I know God didn't come down and say that.
And that's why I say it's a bit mad, because when you look at the fact I've said that man wanted to shag, and then he's actually created a whole religion to shag. Church of England to shag, which is insane. You can't say this to an Irishman, because one's going to tell you, oh, he's a Protestant, and the next one's going to, he's a Catholic. But their man are arguing because a man wanted to shag. This is the crazy thing, and it's not even on your land. It's in England. So it's so wild. Then you're like, raw. Then you do your own issue. You go further back. You start looking at Catholicism. You start realizing, wait a minute, this man made up this rule. Then this man said it's not okay to do that. Then 100 years later, a man said, what that man said is a bunch of crap. We can do this now. So there was a period for like 400-500 years. Catholics didn't eat no pork. That it was illegal. You get your head cut off for eating pork. Catholic. Head cut off for eating pork. So there's a man in the ground, because at the time when he lived, you weren't allowed to eat pork. But there's a Catholic man munching down on rashes today. So do you see what I'm trying to get? Was one man living the religion right? Was one man living the religion wrong? They was both thinking they're following the right thing. It's just the time period of when it was.
I'm a Pentecostal Christian. Pentecostal Christian. That's one of the newest of the forms of Christianity.
That was
that's what I've been brought up in. And that's
power gets the right.
This is it. This is what's going. This is what's happening. This is why they'll rewrite things and then say, you know what? We're rewriting it because society's changed.
Yeah.
Like God's word's not meant to change.
Yeah. It's meant to be everlasting.
The words remain, bro. The words still remain, blood. That's the thing. We've got versions of that, yeah, but we've got what God has said. That there is His word there. It's not hidden. It's in a lot of different versions and stuff. Yeah. But it's just about are you going to latch on to that?
The main thing we're getting from this is the people who created or people who alter the Bible know the power of words. More than we're able to comprehend, more than is taught in English literature and all of that stuff there.
Look what we can do to people with our words, bro, and how we can influence people with our words.
Why you like right about it's definitely the word of God is in it, and the word of God is definitely around all of that stuff. Because if you go far back, where's the first Bible in the whole world?
Ethiopia,
bro.
Nobody in Europe ever touched that Bible. So what the hell is in that Bible?
So
because they don't want you to know what's in that. The Rasta man knows what's in that Bible.
Yeah.
Their whole thing's based on what's on in that going on in that Bible. They know that something like one with King Solomon and something from that land is connected to the black man from that thing. That's why they're saying all of them things. Why did they get things? Because what proves it is because when Haile Selassie is alive, what happens? Queen of England comes to.
Oh, she bowing down to him?
She's bowing.
She bowed to
She's never bowed to anybody in her life. She's bowing to Haile Selassie. Why is she bowing? Because he's related to King Solomon in the Bible. He is the oldest dynasty of the royal family thing. Your thing is a fake thing. It's made off the back of his thing. It's like, you see a person, you say, oh, that family looks really royal. Then you're maybe living somewhere else. You go, imagine if we did that and we made our own one. Then all of a sudden, 100 years pass, people actually think you was doing it too. Actually, this family that was doing the thing. So when she's bucking the original of all what she's doing.
Actual royalty of royal blood.
Doing all the thing, doing all the crowning. It's all from them.
There's more than one royal bloodline on earth. There's more than
of course.
There's more than one race on earth. Like obviously, if black man were the first on earth and came down, we know black man didn't make white people, not through sex anyway.
Well, I got a theory for that. It's a crazy theory. You got a black woman, can make an albino. I get that, but a white woman can't give birth to any nigga that
this is actually weird.
But what I'm saying, albino, the next baby's still not coming out white just because they was albino.
Now listen, you lot. I was in a comment section today about this exact thing. I don't know if you lot have seen it.
But think about it like that. If basically in Africa, think about it like this, in Africa to this day, remember we're from different places, but in Africa, in certain places, if you come out as an albino, you have to run for your life. They might are chasing you, chopping up your body, and using your bones for black magic because you're seen as a. So imagine what was going on when we as black people was giving birth to all of these albinos. They was running out of the villages.
Trust me.
Running out of the villages, and we was probably sending our kids.
There's different white races. There's white races, European, who have blonde hairs on the arms. You have the dark hairs.
Okay, I'll give you a secret.
Then you have Asian. And don't matter how many times you mix in black with white and this and that, however, you're not going to just get a Chinese person. Or you're not just going to get an Asian person.
You are. This is what's messed up about it. This is what's messed up about it,
It's not.
Yo, you two make good content, you know.
You can get Google. You can Google.
I answered the word.
No.
Time. Let me just talk for 1 second. Yo.
Black women, and you probably heard this one. Sorry, we don't want to talk about this.
Man just came and hijacked the whole podcast.
See, black women have this gene, and it's called the Eve gene. Have you heard about it?
Eve, I heard of it.
Black women have this gene called the Eve gene. Black women are the only women on planet. This is not a lie. You can Google this. I'm not trying crap. Black women are the only women on earth that can produce every single race on earth.
This is what I was.
Did you know this? They can produce a Chinese man. They can produce literally
like Chinese features.
No. As in the strain of DNA that is this. They call it the Eve gene. It's basically like some gene that's in all black women, and there's Chinese DNA in them already. As in, they can produce a full-blown Chinese man. They can produce a full-blown Indian man. But an Indian man can't produce a black person. This is wild. This makes me think. All right, I don't want to believe the conspiracy. We're the first people. But how are we not the first people? If our women have got an Eve, no other woman on the planet.
Listen, this was the exact argument in the comments bar. I was reading a biologist explaining this answer right now.
That's what you're watching.
I sometimes I go through the comments and it's education. When someone claims a biologist, like literally,
that name sounds
masters in biology.
Talks about spirituality and the planets and all that. The black man who talks about that goes on David Icke and all them man shows.
Yeah.
Well, he says basically there was a god for every race, and he come down and made his people look like him. So he come down and he made a black man come down and made a black race, a race that looked like him, a Chinese man, an Indian.
I'm not saying I don't believe him, but he might as well write a Bible.
Yes.
Because without the scientific facts, without the research,
that's in the book. What you're saying is called like I think it's the origins of the Bible. Or something.
Right.
I think I've seen that book online.
They talk about real life mermaids. Those real life.
Yeah.
And other things like from the start of time. And he says that's how. I don't believe it. Sounds mad because he says superheroes came down and they made a race. And he says that's why in the Bible he says
it sounds Marvel. You know what I mean?
In the image of me, or I made man in the image of me. And he says each single one of them made man in the image of him.
But it could be true.
We're creators, because we've got created by the
creator. But listen, it could be true. Here's a scientific reason to what I've gathered literally today while I'm at work, going through on Instagram, just whatever. And basically this biologist argued, because this is what the reel started with, this black woman saying, why does people come up to me and say you've got European features, and she's full African, and she's saying because I have the Eve gene, because I hold every variation of DNA and blah blah blah. And this Danish or Norwegian biologists seem to be pressed enough to leave a comment, and obviously there's black people arguing back and forth, but she's trying to give her solid point. And her solid point is that yes, black people are the original DNA holders, but white people and Europeans emerged because of mutation. The blue eyes came from the mutation of the Black Sea or something, which is different sort of radiation. You know, different parts of the world give different amount of radiation. You know what I mean?
Chinese and
right.
All I'm going to do is I'm just going to play this.
Even for Mexicans and stuff.
This was
get the mic on it. Get the mic on it.
This was last year, yeah. The biggest Chinese.
Recently, he led a project that set out to prove that the Chinese evolved independently from everyone else.
Before the project started,
evolved from what though?
Identify or could be able to find the evidence that support independent origin of Chinese. In China, everybody was a descendant of our ancestors from Africa.
The result.
Right from Africa.
That Chinese man saying that.
China,
everybody.
The man was distraught. He said, I thought we came from our own China, man. What do you mean we're all niggas? You're all niggas. All niggas. All it is. The revelation, bro. It sounds mad. All it is, you man have gone where the wind is. The wind's gone in your eye. Your eye's gonna be different to man. Because you've got Himalayas and these type of things, snow coming in your eye,
and you're naturally squinting all the time.
Squinting. That's all that's happened. But when I look at your nose, I recognize that nose.
I mean,
especially the Japanese and Thailand.
I know that nose from somewhere.
Boy,
you don't look too white to me. You look white, but a different type of white. Because of they're all niggas, bro. And you know what's so mad? There's niggas around the world that we're not even allowed to claim. Do you know how crazy this is? What is an Aborigine? Have you ever seen a race of Aborigine? Where's the rest of the Aborigine? Are they in the North Pole? Where's the rest of them? They're only in Australia. These random black niggas with dreads that's just living in Australia that they just happen to find and they don't know what they are. Yeah, they're not blacks. They're Aborigine.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to say black man is already there.
Yeah.
South America, you're going there, you're seeing black man with hair. Oh, yeah. It's the next tribe. Arawak. Because you don't want to say black man is there. We've already traveled the world on a dinghy boat from Africa. We've gone everywhere. China, this place, that place. We set up shop. But over centuries, of course, we're going to change. We're going to mix with local, this, that. We're going to do something. We're going to change. In Germany, there's a black tribe of Africans that have been there for 400 years. In Germany. And they're still as dark as me.
Me personally, I just don't believe it. Only because now I can go and have a great baby with a Mexican girl or whichever girl, and we're just not going to get China. No matter how many
China.
years
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying, example, whatever we do, or get Indian or Asian, like we can mix and get this, but there's more than just the skin tone. It's features, the way the hair is, the fineness of the hair, the shininess and all that. That's Asian. That ain't just from like sex and you.
But them throwbacks happen though. Like I say, like my mum's light skin, hazel eyes, brown hair, yeah, she's full black, yeah. Both part of the family from Jamaica, but apparently we've got like Scottish down the line, a mad thing, a great granddad or something that was Scottish, white man, hazel eyes or whatever. My mum catches a throwback gene off that. You get me? Do you know what I mean? Even though she's got two full black parents with dark skin like
that happens.
It can just happen.
It can happen. I mean, that's the whole thing with GingerJay. You know what I mean? So it happens.
I'm on about, from the start of time.
Okay.
There was just blacks.
Yeah.
There was no throwbacks, but eventually someone came out.
There wasn't such a mixture of different genes. It was just one.
Well, no, then look at Bible blood. Noah, you get me? He had the sons, Ham, was his black son. And that's where some people say black people came from when they know, because obviously the world got white clean, you get me? You know what I mean? With the flood and that, And you got Noah, he's got a bunch of sons. Ham in particular, because he used to be around the more Ethiopian area and stuff like that.
Only saying
a darker skinned brother, you get
no,
me?
but it's
and because he did his dad bad, what they try to do is say, black people are bad. And that's how they incorporated also slavery from stories from way back in the Bible, blood saying because the black son was the one who dishonored his father, you guys are, you know what I mean, blah, blah. It's a madness.
Right, but that's the thing though, Noah was black, all these people in the Bible meant to be black, so them calling, them saying he had a black son is the good use of words of saying he's white, you know what I mean? So,
who wrote that version of the Bible that we're talking about?
We're talking about these things as well, we just have to go too deep, because this is what I'm saying, back then a lot of the time, we don't even know if it was talking about colour, skin colour.
Of course.
When the same man.
No, it wasn't the same thing as what we're on now.
No.
It was different.
No. What I'm saying to you is, remember, we don't know. When we're talking about black and white, sometimes we're talking about good and bad. I'm not on about what we're on about. I'm on about in the Bible. Now, I'm telling you, when the Bible says this son was black, and this son was that.
It might be a different translation, and you're right. I know what you're saying.
And then what man are going to use it? Look at scripture and make your own thing about it. That's why you have different churches. It's all perspective.
It's all language. We don't know what it
get a different thing to what.
Example, you could say what Hebrew or Ethiopian. Sorry about them. Just why we're on this talk about skin. Like skin is just what the word's translated into. But now skin in English. You could get skinned on a football pitch. So I could have the ball and I've just skinned you, and that's what we call skinned. So that's a skill. So we're talking about a skill, and we're talking about the way people finesse or the way people move. So when he say my son has darker skin, like that might just be the way he goes around.
He has worse skill. It depends on how you want to interpret it.
The way he makes things happen, the way he does his business is darker than this one. The way he handles things is like, and that sounds the way a father would talk about his sons. More in that sense and be judging. And these are the things what I'm on about when we translate it in the Bible.
We in the building.
These words. These are words that wasn't. So when I read the Bible, I never read it as just that's that. I'm looking at the words and thinking that might have meant that back then, though. That might have meant that because it's not making sense.
It's tricky.
It's tricky. Say, yo, Eve come from a rib. They say rib. You know, rib actually means like in say Jewish terms and so forth. It's side. It don't actually mean rib. But we choose rib and make so come from that, yeah. But the whole point of what a woman's supposed to be to a man is their scaffolding, their side, their support. You get what I'm saying? Different things, yeah. But they'll say, God took the rib.
Like the crutch.
That's for what it is, yeah. It's the crutch, you know what I'm saying, bro? So you do have to realize a lot of words that are put into these English versions of Bible and stuff come from words that you know what I mean, like
interpreted as something completely different.
You know what I'm saying? If you look into it further, it wasn't no apple that was on the tree; it was a fruit. But we like to choose apple for what Adam and Eve ate from because of the, you know what I mean?
Connotation.
Easier for kids to learn and say and remember.
It could have been a fig fruit.
The first fruit you learn as a kid in nursery, what they're showing you, an apple. They're not showing you orange, a pineapple.
An apple is translated as the knowledge.
It's
the knowledge in the apple. So I've had people tell you that what he was on about is actually knowledge.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
But then
when you say snake and the serpent, it was a serpent, not a snake.
And some people say
But knowledge, it does actually make sense because then that ties into the Book of Enoch.
Yeah.
In the Book of Enoch, it says the fallen angels came down and they seen these Chris African women and wanted to breed them. So they was like, right, I'm going to give these knowledge and teach these about makeup and science and all these things that we didn't know about that ended up helping us become more corrupted.
Exactly.
Because as the more knowledgeable you get, like I think you said earlier, see it there.
You think demigods are made up? Nah, not really.
It's the knowledge is what messes up.
No, 100%.
Once you realise, like you said, once they got knowledge, they realised it was naked. Once they realised it was naked, it was like shh.
And they was embarrassed. And then now certain emotions, as you gain more knowledge, you gain access to more emotions. And this is the difference between the wild animals compared to humans who have got more knowledge and more brain capacity.
Doesn't know colour. A child does not know colour.
It's taught.
They've got to learn it,
It's taught that.
That's what I mean.
We got taught what disrespect was. We didn't know there was someone disrespecting us ever. And until someone come and says, "Yo, you know my man's disrespecting you."
I would take that, you know.
What do you mean? And then that, but guess what? That to you is definitely changed your feelings. But then that's part of the knowledge what God didn't want you to get from the tree. He didn't even want you to have that to be able to comprehend those feelings.
He didn't want you to have ego and all these emotions.
You was on a galaxy thing. You was moving at however many billion
you get
light years.
You know what I mean?
You was moving at light year speed in our mind and evolution and everything. And then once we got to this knowledge, it slowed down. We're not moving at light year speed no more because we're thinking of all these other things. It's kind of objectives and we're trying to maneuver our way without getting hurt, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Do you get me? These are all the things that we have to stop worrying about. But guess what? With the knowledge, without the knowledge, none of that was possible. None of that stuff was possible.
Bringing it back to the music on that thing about the knowledge, about what you just said, I think that adds to why you kept saying the scene's going hard, then it's going soft, then it's going hard. It's going to soft because that's why. But in terms of
it's oversaturated,
like it's like with the Afro swing, like I said, monkey see, monkey do. So if a bunch of youths start to realize that melody-based vocals is going to be the thing that's going to get them to the top, you're not going to hear man doing the gigs thing. It's going to change from that towards a DBE thing. Towards a notes thing, but the reason why I respected and I loved that period, the reason why I loved and I respected that period was because, what did I say? It's the tree to me. The tree is what Jamaica managed to sprout, which is the melody vocal thing. That to me brought it closer to what they're doing in Jamaica, which is hence why we've kind of gone back to a yard thing. Almost like that sounds kind of back in again because the African sound was so close to what was going on in the yard. By the time it got to like, I think the last straw was the thing that brought the cows back was Byron Messiah having a sound that sounded Afrobeat, but he's singing completely Caribbean. I think that just made people go, I think I just want the Caribbean thing now. Not the Batman thing, but like, I'm a bit bored of hearing African man pretending to be Jamaican. I might just hear a Jamaican. Let me just hear. I don't need to hear Burna Boy's rendition. Let me just get the real deal. Let's see what it's really saying. Bring in the Skilly Bangs and these man. Let's hear the real thing. But we forget, as Caribbeans especially as well, man was banned in England since them man done burn out the chichi and then so your music's removed.
Don't forget Cartel though. Do not forget 07 to 010 the Cartel.
Bloodclart.
Black, he was everywhere.
Yeah, he's
going
wrong.
to the club. White guy was
Black
seeing
people in the
Cartel.
UK.
Black people.
Black cancel
Everybody.
culture.
Yeah.
I think black cancel culture
Ooh,
doesn't
good one.
really exist.
Of course it does. What you mean? It just happened.
They're still trying
What
to
do you
do
mean?
it. They're still trying to do it, yeah. How do
It just happened.
I know it sounds mad. I think white cancel culture.
Eh?
I think it's more powerful.
I basically, if me and you, as the two, you see what you said.
You're saying that because of record labels. And
No, I'm talking about. I'm talking about
bigger picture.
So I'm saying the black people, we could all get together and say, oh, we don't like that person. But all right, I'll give you a perfect example. GingerJay, yeah. You see everybody trying to cancel GingerJay.
Watch this,
Yeah.
my brother.
You see, you see everybody.
I booked him.
Yeah.
He will be at Talk Is Cheap doing comedy.
So that's what
Ah,
I'm
so GingerJay is the comedian. Thank you for letting us know.
Okay.
Yeah.
The cat's out the bag. The cat's out the bag.
You wanted to keep it a secret before, innit?
Not even, you
No.
know, because I want to give you a joke. You see, when it all happened, I speak to him because he's my brethren.
Yeah.
And he already told me, he was like, bro, you can take me off the flyer because, yo, it's not good for your business. Like, I understand.
He's
You
a
just
real
started-
one,
That's a real one, man.
I said, bro, are you mad? I said, fam, I've already watched the whole thing back. You got triggered. You dealt with it in the wrong way. But
We can't lynch him.
Most people can see through.
If somebody's going at you and then at your partner and then back to your mother.
Yeah, saying you don't look
Like,
Alright, so
I'm losing. Talking about you got cheated on this much time.
yeah, and you don't know the person.
And what you meant to the soul that after you've opened up to him and let him all this information know after asking the question, like
my thing on that is kind of like, yeah, he said the wrong things. The women are gonna get it. But as the black men, we automatically got defended women. We ain't even got a choice on that one. That's the position everyone was put in.
that's the position a lot of people are put in.
Why
Yeah,
I'm backing you on a bit of the GingerJay argument is because I see it like this. I said to my brethren, I said, why I don't believe this black cancel culture actually exists. Like, they can cancel someone. Don't get it twisted. They can all, black people can all gather together and say, we're not going to F with this person. I said, it doesn't exist. And then my brother goes, no, but GingerJay, look what's happening.
That's what I was
said. Listen to this. I said, GingerJay, I said what he said, yeah. But I said, another person in the past 5 months has outdone everything GingerJay's ever said. And I could give you his name right now. And I said, the only difference between this person and GingerJay is GingerJay's bread is buttered by my man.
Yeah.
Do you get it? If your bread is buttered by the black community, guess what? They might have a little bit of power to cancel you. But if your bread and butter is
who you on about? Charles White?
No, he's Tiki Toki. I beg the black community try cancel him. Go on, try. Try cancel his Tiki Toki. You can't because his Tiki Toki don't rely on no niggers to pay his pay.
You know,
It's white people.
With his white girl in his passenger doing his thing. He's going to his white family side of the family. I don't know who the hell his dad is. He ain't got no black aunties coming to the house to bring no chicken. He don't know what a black person's on. As far as he's concerned, his mom told him they're a bit wild, your dad's wild. That's what you need to do. So he says it. Knock him out. So black men are still like, you know what? You can't take it for a dickhead. A bit like that. You can't take it for a dickhead.
Right.
Just let him have his little. But with GingerJay now, my nigga, you're on black chats.
Yeah,
You're
black
in
chat.
our world.
You're about to
We are
start
gonna cancel your ass because you're in our world.
You're on pen game. Black thing.
It's not that it's right, but because you're on our world, on our turf,
We've got the power to.
oh, you don't know what we've got for you on this turf.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna say
this
two things.
TikTok,
We're all
he
part
will
of it.
piss on us.
We're
shit him
part
up,
of
we
the
can't
same
do nothing.
scene. We're part of the same scene. Just trying to. This is what I was on about adding to the algorithm. You got the algorithm, and then you can either add to it and add to what's going on, or you can be yourself and be to what's going on. Two things. HS Tiki. Definitely, I think what you're saying is right because I think yesterday or the day before, I've seen the first person to go at Young Philly since being back when is HS Tiki.
But you can't cancel him.
Nobody else.
You can't cancel him.
Why is he going at him? Because everyone
You
else
know what it is?
of.
I'm not really into blackbirds. You know what it is? Your lips are a bit savaloy.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
No.
Are you crazy?
Listen.
Man's saying
My
crazy.
man's fully.
You know what it is?
Man, got
you got
no black in him
patches
with
on
the
your face.
genetically, you know.
You look a bit.
Man,
you know, you
man
look
knows
a bit
about
fresh.
fish and chips, and roast Sunday.
He's talking.
No.
He's talking French.
You might watch this.
You've never heard him say No, he's like Blackbirds. Fucking hell! You see
Wait,
the
you
songs
never
in their
heard of
feet?
these Tiki
You see the songs in their feet? Man, oh my god! Man, don't care about black things like that, bro. You don't care about black things like that.
I've heard him go, Philly.
Yeah.
And he probably
There's a lot of females that match me.
But at the same time, don't get it twisted.
Right,
He's still
right,
got bravery to say other
right,
things.
right,
Like
right,
when
right.
he's taking on.
I get what you mean.
I never knew he was talking.
But you never knew he talked like that.
So
That's crazy.
with Young Philly,
Yeah.
obviously he's gone at Young Philly, HS Tiki Top.
Yeah.
He's gone at Young Philly saying whatever is cussing him. And I thought that's strange because Young Philly, as you know, is with Chunks, he's with a lot of high influence media people at the minute on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So to go against him, you're automatically going against quite a lot of people. Do you know what I mean?
If he'd been cancelled.
No, but that's what I'm saying. You can't. Philly's not being cancelled just of yet, and even if he has, remember, when he's cancelled, is when Chunks comes out and says, "I have nothing to do with Young Philly, and he's not my bread, you know, and I'm not." That's when he's done. But Chunks has got Philly's back. Whether you like it or not, he's definitely speaking to him.
Yeah,
Are you okay in Australia, mate? How you feeling out there? How's things going? What's going on when you get back there? Philly's probably saying, "Oh, fuck it. I didn't even want to do nothing. I didn't want to think about getting back onto that. Let's just see what happens with it." Yeah, that's what's going on with them lots. So you can't really just thingy him because he's there no matter what. HS Tiki don't matter because he's on the other side of things. With GingerJay now, my thing is Black Chat London. They might be big, or I didn't know them until I seen that Young Jay film.
I knew them before.
Yeah,
I didn't really know about them before that.
No, the brother that runs that back.
All I'm saying is for me,
The brother that runs that.
they might be. They're not to me anyway. They're not nobody to cancel anybody in my world. So I don't know like who Black Chat London are in this. They can't. Like, and same with me. Who am I to cancel GingerJay with his big following, his big things, what he's doing? I'm just coming up doing my thing. I ain't in no position to tell this man you're cancelled, you're cancelled.
See what is with Black Chat though? They have a platform who can
watch this.
who the culture breathe into.
I feel like I'm gonna say this with Bloodclart chest.
Say with your Bloodclart chest.
I feel like Black Chat set him up to fail because they clickbaited him, they click-raged him, and then they ran with it, which we shouldn't be doing to our own black people.
To be fair, that's what I wanted to get out on the last one.
The thing is, Black Chat used to be massive about 5 years
Yeah,
ago.
it was massive.
Because you know,
doing all those side of things, innit?
they had
That man wanted to fight gal on that.
If I'm going on a swing like that,
Holy Gal, let's
gotta feel like family.
on their own
people to be talking
reality
like that,
TV
it's got to be family.
programs.
It's not family, and they're talking like that. It's gonna make me feel strange.
A lot of the old cast from Black Chat left and went and done reality TV programs, and their numbers dropped. They needed somebody to uplift them and get them back in the forefront, and they used one of the man then.
So with the Black Chat thing, yeah. What I'll add to it is he's right. Black Chat was big about a couple of years ago. But what it is, they rebranded it. But it was, to be honest, it was bigger before than it is now. It was way bigger before.
Catching up on the content. I see
Which one was it?
No. But let me tell you something. You see,
this is like
tequila shots.
Oh, so she went on the GingerJay one.
Those kind of podcasts, watch them all every week, but they're the ones that I see. I was like, okay, now I'm doing podcasts on the thing, and I started to get into the culture that way. Black Chat to me wasn't someone that I had seen until GingerJay come on there. Also, GingerJay was a man that before I had met him or, been introduced to him, I'd seen him. I've seen him on podcasts. I've seen him telling his story about coming out of jail. I've seen him comedy on Pen Game. He was a man
who was building his thing.
Yeah. So for me to say, oh, this Black Chat, you lot are cancelling this guy, I'm thinking, what you want about?
They didn't cancel him. They're setting
No, they're setting up.
Yeah. And use it as a chance to have.
I don't know if I should say this about this guy, but the guy that made Black Chat, he's a bit of a genius. He's a bit of a genius.
You kind of got to give it to him.
He's a bit of a genius. So it's one of those ones. I want to say, he's definitely doing negative things. He's definitely saying that the man. He's definitely doing all of this. But what that shows me is that you weren't paying attention to when he started doing blue therapy, which he was even bigger than this GingerJay thing. he started doing this other thing called Blue. Do you remember this? There was a Blue Therapy thing, yeah? Yeah, the same guy that made Backchat, he made this other thing called Blue Therapy, and it was basically where you get these black couples, they pretend to see this white psychiatrist woman, and then they'll be like, yeah, she's not cooking at home, she's not doing the
He made the same thing.
It's the same
So it's
guy.
like he builds
so
up
don't you
black
get it? Social experiments on the black community and makes us act out of turn, and then the white people go, I can't believe that's what these monkeys are doing, and then it just blows up even bigger. It's like it's social experiments.
This is the stereotype she was on about.
Basically, he knows how to sell the stereotype.
Yo, you know who he is? You know who he is? He's a Tyler Perry.
Don't you get it? It's
fucking Tyler Perry.
It's a Tyler Perry. It's a Tyler Perry thing. It's a 100% Tyler Perry thing. I'm not knocking his thing, but it's because Tyler Perry
Tyler Perry brands his comedy off the expense of black people stereotypes.
Yeah, it's just stereotype.
Show where all the black men get together, and then they got all the like black wives and that, and then they'll go on like a couples retreat, or they go. It's a bit like that version. I'm sure there's even what they made it into a film. No, they've even made it into.
No, you're about a movie.
No, yeah, there's a film of it, but it's
the one that got big from that was that guy. You know the Nigerian guy.
Yeah, the film.
Yeah, the bald head.
What's the film called again?
Something.
Is it called Couples?
And he used to wear a suit.
Is it called
There was some guy from Paul something. He got massive off of that Blue Therapy. The Paul, wherever he's bald-headed black guy. Bald-headed. Yeah, he's meant to. He got.
I know what you want about. I've seen it.
He was going on there and like.
There's like 4 couples going on.
She should be cooking. She's not in my tax bracket. She should shut up when I'm talking. He was doing all them type of.
That reminds me of that Blue Therapy. That reminds me of.
But that's what I'm saying. That GingerJay was just a Blue Therapy with a panel. It was a social experiment to make us lose our minds as to why. Because the clip that they're showing, I've said it to all the people, people that are in London that have seen that clip. They've never seen what's said before. They don't watch that. You see when people keep saying, "I've watched the full thing." Do you think people have watched the full thing? They've gone off of it. It's like seeing P. Diddy dragging my girl in the thing. We don't need to see what happened in the bedroom. We've seen that clip. That's it. We've made our decision.
How people can be ignorant.
We ain't even got time. We've made up our mind. It's so mad.
Calls from America, from girl from America.
You see?
What's going on with your pension?
Yeah.
You see?
What's the full thing? No, I just seen a clip.
Yo,
I don't need to watch it.
Yo,
I don't need to watch it. That's
Dialect on the phone.
That's it.
What Dialect?
Yeah.
No. So, stay in the room. So, sorry, just so you know, like, I don't know if you watch, say it with your chest, but when I go, this is, because we're going to end it soon. Say it with you.
Chess.
Go like that. Yeah. Then I'll finish it off then. Dialect, come on, man. You see what I mean? I'm thinking he's having a shit. I'm thinking, nah, this is too long now. I'm thinking this.
You looked a bit nervous on DJ AG.
I was letting man.
I'm thinking this is too long because
he didn't mention no talk is cheap, but he was shaky.
It's 11 now, yeah.
What about DJ AG?
I'll just end it on a simple thing.
Yeah, go on.
Daya, you're in your Wiley phase now. You need to step up for Leeds.
Tell him again.
You need to take out at least 10 youngers under your wing. 10 youngers under your wing.
Like, don't be afraid to fucking approach. Because guess what? There's a team of us and we know.
Like, you're really in your Wiley.
These are already seeing you, though.
You're a legend out of the city.
We know how to get.
You're known up and down the country. You're known out of the country. Like, you can get bigger in Leeds. Yes, that's a vision. But what's going to happen is you're going to make the next central seat. You're going to make the next. You're going to be on their journey with them. So it doesn't matter. You're still going to be doing your features and being the big boss. It's kind of like you're in the position right now where it's a Blade Brown K-Trap thing. You're the Blade Brown. Where's your K-Trap?
Yes.
You need your K-Trap. This is what you got to remember.
Believe it.
Yeah, this is it. This is it.
I believe it now, blood.
What we're bringing through next about Dialect is going to be something that's never been seen before.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because the K-Trap and Blade brand is still, it's got to evolve from there again. We haven't got that universal UK sounding man, other than Central C-ish a bit. But I'm on about finding we're talking like Dre Eminem shit, like a worldwide superstar just come up from somebody who's had that experience before, and you'll be so shocked when you find them.
You'll be shocked, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Because I know they're right there. We've got them on the other end of our films. A lot of them are shouting, and we just haven't got that same faith and belief in these people. They have to do that.
And the reason why I promote that heavily is because might come up. What is it? It's bare older man. Giving me opportunity to come to a rave or being in a car that I'm not meant to be in, or you know what I'm trying to say?
And say, yo, I'm a singer. We're gonna check your music. You know, like that. You might get a message back, and then furthermore, if you don't get a message back, get your ticket, pull up to the event because there's a whole heap of artists.
And when's the event?
25th of October.
25th, people.
Where is it?
Freedom Mills. Freedom Mills.
Make sure you lot like and subscribe. Say it with your blood clot chest. Blood clot chest. LWEDS. Yo. Nice reason, man. Yo.
Reasoning.
Yo.